Well,
Alright, we are recording.
Right now.
No, just do it while you do your thing.
Probably should have leveled you guys after.
¿Dónde está?
Because now there's like a big dangerous horde of people, and that would have made more sense. But whatever.
This was
Oh
a
shit!
giant
I haven't been
boss.
kill counting.
I think it felt more like.
Have you not
important
been?
We
after
killed a
that.
boss, you know?
Who did we didn't kill her,
You killed
so
the
that doesn't
boss.
even count for them.
Didn't kill Underboss, didn't kill the big guy.
But I think
Do you have to
going
recap?
hell and coming back, personally, should be like we did it. Like it's like a level up.
We are
Oh shit!
recording.
I can choose a new.
Give
Yeah.
us the clap.
What's up? Well, now there's two. Are you gonna be okay with that?
Just do it. Okay, there we go.
Is
We are
that
back.
okay?
We're
How many
recording.
more do you need?
At least 15.
She was calm.
Hi, my
Is
Bobby.
she freaking
Oh,
out?
did
Where
we
is she?
freak Jackie out?
Oh, here she is. You can't, she has nowhere to run to.
no. At one
It's her
point,
personal hell.
Our camera might be completely destroyed by Jackie. We'll see.
Oh, that's a
Okay,
good point.
gang.
We can't use that verbiage.
You-
Team?
Team.
Crew.
Teams
group.
exclusive those that are not a part of the team.
Fuck him.
What? That's the point of it. Team. All right, so, gang, what we have done last session, if I recall, you battled with the underboss upon reaching the end of Twisting Blades dungeon. You through trickery and deceit and clever stupid teleportation magic, you were able to steal the staff from her, giving it back to Astrid, and in turn Astrid was able to take control of the Goristro that the underboss was riding, and now Astrid just has a Goristro. And I am regretting giving her the staff, and I am regretting everything. As the game. So, with the Goristro in tow and two Shusuva and a couple of new weapons,
You're
I
speaking
believe, if I'm
English?
not mistaken, from the underboss and some new items, you guys were able to meet up with Arthur and exit hell along with him, bringing this terrible devil man out of hell, who is now going to set up shop in Valnar. You talked with Wynan for a bit. He was confused and scared, as usual. And you found out through communicating with Sneak that the corrupted forest is under assault and that they're working their way towards the tree. Within a few days, they'll reach the tree. It's apparently a very large group of people. And I believe... yes. What I think we might have missed... Right, okay,
Yes.
I forgot. Well, we might have missed. After collecting the underboss, we dropped the team dropped her in an eternal maze in Esther's horrible shit Duskkeep mansion. In the maze is also the Apex Locomotive Larry, who is starting to lose his mind and is going after the underboss. We also discovered that the underboss was a Rakshasa. And then what happened? The deal with Arthur, right? You came to Arthur. Was that this session?
Yeah.
You came to Arthur and asked him how to take the staff and put it inside of yourself. And he was like, that's fucking crazy, but I think I know someone who can do it. But he says that it's going to be a separate deal, right? So come back to him in a day. You have basically a day, and we will talk that deal. And I think we left. Really, they didn't miss much. It was just kind of the talk with Arthur, I
He
think.
gave us that, and did we...
Oh, he gave you communicate call stones to
I
call
said
him.
like
The
70 people.
health potion heist?
The what?
Remember
Oh
when
yes,
Alex
they
and I
might have
stole a
missed the
bunch of
health potion
potions?
heist, where you guys went into an innocent person's apothecary store, stole a bunch of their health potions, and then didn't kill them.
Whoa.
See, they could have died.
Yeah,
Didn't.
But they
He
didn't.
said in the description that the last 10 minutes of the video gets choppy and then it dies prematurely. But
Yes.
that's all you missed.
Yes.
We got some items. We talked to demons.
Other than that,
You know.
we're looking pretty good, and I think you guys are still in Valnar. Before you talk to him, you have a day before Arthur will even talk to you about it. So you basically have a day in Valnar. What would you guys like to do?
Do you want to talk to Wynan, Alex? I mean, you kind of have souped up weapons now. It's not like you're wanting for anything right now?
Well, he owes me rocket boots and to repair my mask.
He does not owe you rocket boots.
Yes, he does.
Didn't he agree?
Yeah.
He did. You paid him a whole bunch of money. I believe you paid him like $2,000 or
You
something.
promised him boots.
Or more so. I promised him. It's literally been 2 minutes since the last session. We're picking right up. You haven't done anything.
And we
It's
are level
nighttime, right?
16 now.
You are now level 16, yes.
Which-
So, like, I don't know what you want him to pull some boots out of his ass or fix the mask. He said, come back. I think Winan even said, come back in a day, your mask will be fixed. The boots will take a little while. So you're not just gonna get it just because it's been a week since you played.
So with the level 16, you could either do ability score or feat, and I did a feat.
What kind of feet did you buy?
Tough.
You bought some tough feet?
It basically
You walk around
doubles
with
it doubles my health, so now I'm at 228.
Does not
shit.
double your health.
Well, it says for every increase by amount equal to twice your level, you gain this feat. 2 hit points per level, basically.
Holy
After
shit.
you take the feat, though,
Yeah.
right? So
So it
it
doubles
wouldn't-
your level.
I go from like 190 something to 228.
Okay, that's not so bad.
Because your level is 16 and it doubles your level. What's going on with you? We have a dog with us today and
Can you
she's
see her?
being a crybaby.
I could put her upstairs. With the other dead
So
dogs.
love her.
dare?
Come here. Come here. So okay, you have a fuck ton of health. That's awesome. Good for you. What are we doing? You guys are in Valnar.
Which one's
middle of the
Valnar
night.
again?
Valnar was the large city with all of the. It was where you did the sports team. You went and
okay.
did the football game. Yeah, so it's got the lower buildings. It's the one where you worked to get the underboss elected mayor, and now she's
We
trapped
blew
in
up
a
a
tournament.
party.
But now instead, Arthur takes the throne as mayor, and he seems more efficient.
Where's Arthur?
No, Mayor Arthur, technically.
I'm gonna check on the crypt. That's what I'm gonna
The crypt?
do.
Okay, so in the massive graveyard in Valnar, and it is a massive graveyard, as this is one of the oldest cities in the country, you meet with some of your people, some of your goth people, your cult, and they show you down into the crypt where where there was a stop it.
No, there's a rocking chair. He was stuck on rock.
Where there was a room down there, and they said that it looked like some sort of strange, like it used to be a sacrificial room of some sort that they had blocked off from like before the new regime took over this country. And when you reach there and see it, it does indeed look like some form of torture room, but in the center is a large stone table, and it looks like this was used for rituals. It's large. Large enough to fit a large-sized creature on it, so it's about big, about like 12 feet. And this huge stone slab, stained with old blood. Jackie was in I'm not scratching my balls.
Wow.
Prove it.
Are you sure? Because I'm better.
Pants are down.
She's a pretty long dog. So
She's the longest dog in the
the
world.
longest dog on the planet, actually.
You want to hold my hand?
So, you see that they have cleaned up this room, not of the old blood or anything, but they have, like, cleaned it of, like, the dirt and shit off the floor. They have made sure that the entryway is nice and secure. They have essentially taken over, this, place.
Are all my people still there?
Hey,
I
all
got
you
some
people.
Yes,
people there.
they have kept them.
Okay.
They've kept anybody from, interfering. It
Yeah, how's
appears-
that guard?
So, well, it appears that they have infiltrated and are now, like, they are the employees and the caretakers of the graveyard.
How's Donnie doing?
Was Donnie the guard or was Donnie the
Guard at catacombs, Donnie.
Did you take him over?
Yeah, remember
And
and I
he's still
told
there?
him he can't move.
Oh, is
He
that
can't
what
go to the bathroom.
He
Yes, you
hasn't.
remember.
Oh shit! I remember. And that
How's
was
he doing?
that was several days. That was like probably like 2 weeks ago.
How's he doing?
He's dead. He has died. He has died of thirst.
Did anyone clean him up? Like, is he still there?
Yeah, they dragged him down out of the
Okay,
tomb.
okay.
So his dead body's just in that room, in that weird torture room,
All right, I'll help him out.
and it is rotting
Can
badly.
I make him into a zombie, or is he too
Yeah, you can make him into a zombie.
You can see her in
Absolutely.
the background.
All right, I'll make him into a zombie, and then I'll
Okay.
So Donnie's back. He's better.
Still in his outfit.
Yes.
Yes.
And then I'll spend 5 hit points, I think, to make him into something. Let me see.
Okay.
That's not what I wanted.
Did you want to use this room to experiment
Yeah,
and try to
that's-
learn?
yeah.
Alright, I want you to roll an intelligence or arcana, whatever one is stronger for you.
It's probably Arcana.
Okay, go ahead and roll arcana.
What's the
Why are
matter?
you making loud
There's
fucking
no-
noises?
Yeah,
Jeff?
Jeff.
What are you
There's no
doing?
grip on it.
Fucking
Um,
assholes
I hate
over
using
there.
What
this
do you-
mode, but so much more
intelligent?
information.
What's the
What do you
matter?
mean
Your laptop can't do
intelligence,
this?
though? That's not like a
The
skill.
laptop is right there.
Like, do you just mean your
That's a
intelligence?
bad place
Roll an
for it.
intelligence check, yeah.
You're right.
Or arcana if arcana is better.
Yes,
Do you want a
definitely.
notebook
This
or
will always
something?
be better.
No.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
God.
18
You
plus
should
8.
create a
Thank
head
you.
Fuck. Alright, so that's really high.
I forgot I had that.
So, tongue, you know. Flowers, you know.
Yeah.
What you're looking at Donnie's body, and as you're sitting there kind of looking around, you think back to the cockatrice
Mm-hmm.
and how you turned the cockatrice and you needed a lizard and a chicken. Something's just telling you maybe a lizard would work. You can almost, like, you just kind of feel it.
Alright, I want to go hunting for one.
It's easy enough to find a lizard, that's
Okay.
fine. You have the lizard.
Pick it up and
No, wait, roll perception. Find that lizard.
Accidentally eat it.
18 plus.
You didn't find a lizard, it's the fastest, smartest lizard in the world.
It's
You
the
find-
Geico
you
gecko.
find-
Oh no.
You find 3 lizards.
Alright. Do they have to be alive? I'll
You can
experiment.
find 2 lizards, because I don't have that many minis.
Aren't they like this big though? Like
No. I don't have minis for what the lizards make.
Oh, I do that. No,
No,
I
you don't.
Alright, then I'll take it back and I'll do some experimenting.
Excuse
Do
me.
I put one of them in the mouth,
So,
and make
from,
the jaw
from
go?
what you know, all you need to do is get your blood on the lizard. You can kill the lizard or not, and then shove the lizard like into his body
Yeah.
somehow. It could be through his mouth. You could open up his stomach and shove it in there. It's whatever you want. It needs to get in there.
Yeah,
so that
through
it
the
can,
mouth and
so that the god virus can work its way through and begin to mutate this
The
creature.
ghoul virus.
You'll see why it's called a god virus. It's like a little higher than ghouls. So you do so?
yeah.
Okay. The body begins to convulse and mutate. The muscles and the skin begin to change and alter as its flesh begins to change to sort of a hue of green. You see that the hair falls out, and as its body kind of twists and convulses and falls to the floor, the undead form of him groaning and gurgling, you can see that the clothes begin to rip from the muscles of his body growing larger.
Song Thriller.
His back and forearms begin to grow these sort of scales along them, very lizard-like. And as I open these for the first time,
It makes a noise that sounds a
what
lot like
stands
a
up
Very
is...
Fletcher.
What's up?
It's my
Oh, go
best
ahead.
attempt.
What
ever.
stands up
Yeah.
is not
Oh,
massively...
Stupidest
wonderful.
face.
Can I see?
Not massively large, but a kind of human-sized,
Oh, nice.
big fucking reptilian, horrible creature. As it stands up, big claws on its hands.
Me too.
Massive teeth. As you're looking at sort of this lizard-human hybrid that is also undead. And it looks fucking awful, and it looks like it super sucks.
It's a buff Murloc.
And as it they're kind of like buff Murlocs.
You just ruined it.
And as the
That's my band name.
hunter stands before you,
Mm-hmm.
it just sort of rises, kind of, and just kind of hisses, but looks at you knowingly. Hello.
There she
Looking at me
is.
knowingly.
So, you have created this.
Buff
You can
Murloc.
see that the cultists that were in the room kind of back up and are like, whoa, but here you have a new class of undead that you can create.
With just a lizard and a dead body.
With a lizard and a dead body and 5 points of health.
Some American ingenuity.
Well, she needs a lizard and like a zombie, technically.
Yeah, it has to be a zombie.
Yeah, so she has to raise
Right.
it first. I guess so.
You can't.
Sure. Because otherwise they just become Crimson Heads, I think.
with just my blood.
So much slobber.
So,
It's
good stuff.
Yeah.
so that's what
Wash
you
those
do.
hands.
Do you continue to make another one?
Sure. Yeah, I'll
Okay.
make another one.
Bam! You have another one.
Billy Mays here.
Why aren't they
Massive
painted?
claws, massive teeth. What?
Why aren't they painted?
Because I do other things in my life.
No.
Because planning
No,
all
that's
this shit
everything.
already takes a long time. All right, so what's everybody else doing? I want to leave you for there while you're
No,
experimenting.
that's
and
fine.
things. What is everybody else doing? You have a day in Valnar before you all meet again with Arthur.
Valnar.
Is it daytime now?
I'm gonna say yeah, sure. We'll give that.
What are we meeting in a day with Arthur for?
You have 24 hours before you meet. Well, she wants to talk to Arthur.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
And have a
meeting-
mission
You
for
don't
him.
have to.
You guys can do whatever you want, but she seems to be staying in the city until then.
Remember, the tree's under attack, though.
It's not under attack immediately.
It's under immediate
A
threat.
small army is working
under
its way
threat.
towards the tree, burning the corrupted forest in its way. It'll probably take them a few days to get there.
Or do you have any plans to go back there after you're done with Arthur?
I mean, we should probably defend it.
Yeah, but I'm saying, does that fall in line with your plans? Okay.
Yeah.
How does Mav feel being here?
He feels like a fish out of water. He does not understand the technology or the cars. It's really strange to him. I'm gonna say for shits and giggles, he likes looking like a different person every single day. I'm gonna say he's a lady today.
Have you ever driven a vehicle? Do you want to?
No.
Do you want to? Okay.
You want a snow cone?
Do you want a snow cone?
What is?
What's the weather?
What is a
What's
snow?
the weather like?
Yeah,
It's nice. It's like a summer.
it's
Oh,
summer.
like midsummer.
Snow?
Because you were raised in hell. Do you have ice cream down there?
Ice?
Do not, yeah, nothing of that sort.
Let's get ice cream. Headhunter. Do you want ice cream?
No,
Where's the...
Are you okay?
All right, edgelord.
I don't like ice cream.
Wait, where are we? Are we in Winans?
You can be wherever you want. Sure, you can be at Winans.
Well, because we spent the night at the keep, right? So I imagine we popped up wherever our portal brings us.
Back in Winans.
Did you?
I think so.
Yeah, because we went back to the keep.
Yep.
And we
because she
spoke
had
to
the
the demon.
conversation
Did a
with
Then you
long
probably
rest.
only have about 8 hours before Arthur's prepared and ready. It's probably at nightfall. He'll be ready.
And here I was. We were going to steal a car or something, but no. Let's get ice cream. We have nothing better to do.
I have
And
no
for
idea
once,
what this is.
people aren't after us.
What do you look like?
Humans.
Okay. A
What
lady.
dog is my cantaloupe today?
What
Are you
dog-
taking him with us?
I take him everywhere.
Okay.
But he's disguised.
He's
Nope.
disguised. We'll say he's a chihuahua today.
Okay. As he walks every once in a while, a trash can will like out of his way as he just walks like a foot away from it. So you guys go and get some ice cream. Do you want to do this scene, or are we just getting us?
I'm just giving it something because everybody seems tapped out of character.
We
points.
can just fast forward if you guys have nothing you want to do.
Mav likes it. He thinks it's great.
How do you eat the ice cream?
with no lips.
How do you eat that ice cream?
Oh,
How does
that's
Matt eat that
torturous.
ice cream?
Ice cream, tongue.
Now, let me ask you this.
Yes.
You're disguised as a woman.
Right, so it just disappears.
Do they? Okay, so as you stand there,
Like,
it just the woman behind the counter looks to you.
I'm just staring directly at the person.
just like a
Are you
smile
eating your
on her
ice cream
face
or
as the
not
ice
eating
cream
your
is
ice
gone.
cream?
I'm eating.
Normally.
Yeah.
Oh, come again. So again, we'll fast forward to the day.
After that ordeal.
All right. And let's say we're good. Was there anything else anybody wanted to do while in the city? Did you want to investigate your potions?
Potion seller.
How many potions do we have? We never.
So I'm gonna
decided
say
on
you
that.
probably have 10,
Okay.
just because that seems like a decent number. I'm pulling it out of my ass.
Put it back.
Now,
I don't want them if I need to. Okay. Can I add that, or do you have to add it?
well, hold on, because it's different. It's different potions. You didn't
Oh,
just
okay.
grab health potions. You grabbed
You're right.
potions.
I
Potion
grabbed
seller.
all potions.
So
This
let me
one's
pull up
called
the potion
Extends.
healing.
What,
Alright.
how
Big
you're
ass
smart,
figure.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna hand my potions over to Esther so that he can figure them out.
Easter.
Okay.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
So, you have 3 potions of superior healing.
Okay.
Superior healing potions. So if you look those up, they do 8d4 plus 8 each. So when you drink one, you roll 8d4 and then add 8 on top of it.
Oh shit.
We have
Yeah,
3 of those.
they're really good. You have 1 greater healing potion, which just does 4d4 plus 4. It's a lesser one. And 1 supreme healing potion,
Ooh, with
which
extra
does
cheese.
10d4 plus 20
Holy.
health. These are all in D&D
Cool.
Beyond. You can look them up. If you
Such
just-
homebrew stuff. We're
They're all
listening
under
to.
potion of healing. Stop it. You have 1 potion of slipperiness, which I think we all remember was Alex's favorite.
That's how I escaped the vines of the Fae.
Yeah, yes,
It's
it was.
true.
You have.
Would've
I don't
died.
think they would be bad.
At 6.
Okay.
So 4 more of whatever.
There is. That's very rare. I'm not giving you that. I'm trying to give you some of these random. Ah,
Give one rare.
potion of poison.
Oh, is it health?
Wouldn't that be a poison?
1 potion of resistance. One potion of vitality.
Ooh, I know what that one does.
I'm just waiting for this meteor to
That's 1,
crash.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Patience is a
One
virtue.
more.
And 1 potion of invisibility.
Alright, I'll see if I can add those myself.
So most of these are basic restoration health potions.
Yeah.
This one makes you very slippery. Between you and the headhunter, that will come into use. It's helped him before. It's saved his life before.
I'm
One,
already slippery.
we have
Incredible.
1 of resistance, 1 of vitality, and I'm not sure what this one is. I'm gonna have to. It requires further study.
So the one that you're holding on to is the invisibility one?
Yes.
I'll try some.
No, I'll hold on to it.
Now, invisibility, not invulnerability. Those two are right next to each other and they're very different. Make sure you get the right one.
I know what it is.
Okay.
I just want to be
Are you
invisible.
playing Pokemon
cheating?
Go right now?
Yes.
I hate you.
Sorry, it's an event. You popped up.
Alright, so, stop it. She goes, it's an event, and she fucking pulls that
No,
shit
see,
up.
I have 4 potion things too. I'm very much paying attention.
It's fine, you guys hate my D&D, it's fine. Alright, so...
None of you didn't.
I don't.
So you guys got a bunch of fucking cool potions. A lot of those are on like the very rare table, which I really shouldn't have given you. From
The headline says
they
potion.
sound like way more fun. So
Potion, very rare. Like that's
yeah,
what it says.
oh yeah. I've grabbed pretty much all the very rare ones because I don't know. You guys are high level. It sounds like more fun.
I mean,
So-
honestly, you probably
Wait,
could have
before we
given me
move
like
on.
a potion of glitter and it still would have been fun.
Yeah,
Or just me
I
slipping.
created a potion of vomiting.
The most
Potion that only
useless
works for
potion.
weeks.
Isn't that just whiskey?
It was the goblins gave it to you, and it was much worse than
Yeah.
whiskey. Yes.
There's a whole bunch of gray stone down here, right?
Yes.
Minecraft.
Yeah, there's tons of
Stones.
tombstones and there's all kinds of shit. There's the actual bricks that they moved over. There's probably like 50 fucking stone bricks right there. Why? What's up?
I want to make a gray ooze.
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
Everyone's making
So-
that.
All right. How many minutes?
It's
did it
just
take?
straight up
30
poison.
30 minutes.
That's
what I'm
You wanna
saying,
make
potion
one
of
break?
poison
You have
is
enough bricks to
poison.
do more than that.
I know, but I want to see. Does it
Potion
listen
of
to me? Does
Potions.
Okay, so you put the stone on the ritual table.
Yes.
And as you do, it only takes 15 minutes
Why?
on the ritual table.
Slither and jewel.
Oh.
Yes.
Do it.
Oh.
I
The
am
ritual
not.
table cuts the time in half.
Bury me.
I was just.
Now you only have a ritual
blocking
table in this tiny room,
Yeah,
so you
yeah.
can't make like
It's okay,
super
I'll
cool
I
shit
know.
or a lot of things. But if you get your own, or
Actually,
so
Fletcher here.
This.
you create
Really
before
nice.
you the stone morphs and twists
She do
and
great
begins to
commercials.
squirm, and before you is a gray ooze
the
on the
product.
table.
Okay.
It's
Um,
Clorox.
And it kind of
I'm gonna try to
Means
command
delicious.
it.
okay.
Um.
And what are you commanding it to do? Oh, I feel so bad. Okay.
That's never gonna stop now. I want to try to.
What are you saying?
I want to tell it to like.
Potion of resistance is just out
I
resistance.
don't know. Go
It's not
go
like
over
acid
to the
fire.
doorway.
I think you
Does it
choose.
listen?
Oh,
Stop.
I choose.
And you see like one of the pseudopods like looks to you.
Alright, I want to make a whole bunch more.
I'll do some.
Okay, 15 minutes each. How many are you making? As long as you do it on the ritual table.
Will you address?
Okay. There we go.
15? No, 15
Okay,
for now?
5 of those. No, 4 of those cost half the time. The ritual table can only do 5 rituals
A day.
a day until you exhaust it. So a lot of those, just mark how much time that was. So then you have 10.
Times 5, essentially.
Yeah,
And then 10.
times 30.
I'm still not sure
How many minutes is that?
if intelligence or wisdom
So
is
5
like
and
drawing.
you got 5 in
There should be a
5
black
hours,
circle
I
next
guess,
to it under your saving rolls.
I'm gonna
It should be
Constitution, charisma, and intelligence. Oh,
three
intelligence.
black
5
circles.
hours. It takes you
Not under
10
saving throws, under
10
skills.
loses.
I have proficiency
5 hours.
in
So-
intelligence, charisma.
Alright, so you
Yeah,
have...
but that typically
15
means
fucking
that's your
raises.
class's strength, constitution.
Now they're very slow. It's really
They're
not.
gonna stay in here.
Yeah, they're not really like
They're
you
like
don't.
this big. Like this
Yeah,
big.
gray oozes, small, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Small or medium. So they're either
They're
your
right.
size or they're like
Oh shit,
dog
they were
size.
right here.
But they're not really things to like bring out on a battlefield unless you like have them in a jar or something
Aw.
and throw them on. You could do that. You could have them in like a big cage
Yeah.
and throw them on someone's face. That'd be cool. All
I
right,
was
so
imagining they're like
They're
glob that we
medium.
they're medium, so they are like the size of a person.
Okay.
Because they jump on you, and
have. Gucci.
but they have acid touch.
I made 15 oozes.
So, this room is becoming closer and closer to its own awful dungeon room with monsters in it.
This is my place.
This is now your laboratory, and on the outside, the cult is standing guard. I'm going to say it's getting closer to time now. If you'd like to go speak to Arthur, or if you guys want to go to the tree, or if you want to run around in circles and scream.
I'm sticking along for the ride, so
Yeah.
I figured I'd stick next to Esther.
Let's go see Arthur.
Yeah, I'm gonna see Arthur.
Okay.
That's what I'm.
Okay, so satisfied with yourself, looking at all the things that you've created.
Yes.
And learning. So, you go to Arthur. Arthur's sitting in City Hall, or not the mayoral office, and he allows you to enter, no problem. You get right past security. You notice that as you walk into, I would say mayoral office is probably in like City Hall, or let's just say that. So as you walk up to the security, you can see that they are like checking people as they enter, and they look to all of you, and you see one of them just nod and like
Is it
point.
Karen?
No, it's just a random security guy.
Oh.
And you guys just walk past, and he just sort of watches you as you go, like eerily, and then goes back to like, all right, may I help you? And then helping people. You guys are able to make it to the office. Sitting outside of his office is Karen at a desk, and she is just sitting there staring, miserable. And then she looks up to you guys and just.
She okay?
And you enter.
I'll take care of her.
And you enter his office, obviously much smaller and shittier than his regular office, but you see that he's burning these sort of incense around the room, which gives it this sort of like, it kind of smells like stomach acid.
Oh.
It doesn't smell good. It's like kind of like vomit-ish.
Yummy.
But he seems to just kind of revel in it. And he looks up, well, the underboss looks up to you, and you see the sort of glowing embers in the eyes that signifies that it is indeed Arthur.
It won't let me
It's
in.
okay that she's
Ah.
hollering.
Yeah, we'll stop it if she keeps doing it.
So, you guys enter. How may I help
In his normal voice.
you? Yes.
But does he still look like her?
It is uncomfortable to behold.
It's a trap.
Yeah, wait, the underboss's appearance is human, correct?
The underboss appeared as human. He must look like that.
Yeah,
human. Yeah.
So was there anybody that this form was based off of?
I am unsure. I believe that the underboss simply took on this form years ago. But there could have been. She
Interesting.
would most likely be dead at this point.
I assumed as much.
Yes.
It would have, yeah, I don't know, 18 great uses in one, so I can do
That's because that's an outlandish number of babies.
What are you
So-
talking about, Arthur?
Ah, have you come for information? Very well. I've made a deal with your associate. You are all exempt from this deal. Therefore, I will have you all wait outside the room.
With you?
If it is...
They weren't there, were they?
No, I don't think they were when you
Okay.
talked to them. It is up to you. If you would like them to hear the information, that is fine. It does not bother me either way.
I mean, it doesn't matter. They've been here long enough, so.
Very well. Now then, you wished for the information on a man that can place your staff within your own body. I know a person, and I can bring him here. In fact, that is the only option, as he traverses the multiverse to his liking, and finding him is very difficult. But he owes me a favor, and I can call upon him when I desire. I told you that in exchange I would want specific people. I've changed my mind.
Oh, okay.
I want one specific person, if a devil, to be precise. And I do not want him, I want him dead.
Oh.
Carrot Top.
He is far beyond your capability to stop. No one can
Carrot Top?
stop Carrot Top.
I
He
was gonna
travels
say.
the multiverse like a comet, destroying worlds in his way. Y'all want to hear chat?
God, it's so awful.
So, I need this devil dead within 2 weeks. But there is no rush, not before. But your time limit is 2 weeks.
So there is a rush.
In a way, if you consider 2 weeks.
Is there a reason for the time frame, or you want it done as quick as possible?
It will take him 2 weeks to put together retaliation for what we have done.
Okay.
He was the one backing the other boss. He was the one that allowed her into the twisting blade. I thought it was peculiar. I have been looking.
Do we have to go back to hell?
Yes.
Yeah!
More specifically, you
Damn.
have to. Again, 2 weeks. You could 2 weeks in D&D is like an eternity. It really is. You would have
Maybe
to go
next session we go.
specifically to the city of Dis to eradicate him.
Do we have any leads on where he might be?
Oh,
Or his
Oh,
name.
Arthur, good lord, sir.
yes, yes. There's something you must know. He is conniving.
Hey, Boral.
He's clever, very dangerous. His name is Titivulus.
Titivulus or Tivolus?
Titivulus. Titivillus.
Mr. Thomas.
Tit for short.
You recognize that name instantly, not because of your backstory, but because you lived in Dis. This man is second in command of the entire city. He works directly under Dispater himself, who is an archdevil. This man is not himself an archdevil, but fuck me, is he close to one. And that makes him he is extraordinarily dangerous. It's like going into hell and killing the
Vice president?
the vice president, basically, of the city of Dis, rather. You're killing the VP of the city of Dis.
Ooh, Mav doesn't like that.
Yes, I know. But understand that because we all had a hand in the underboss's situation,
Cookie jar.
he holds us responsible. Now, it will take him some time to find us. 2 weeks seems appropriate. He may do it sooner, he may do it later. But he will do it, and I plan on nipping this in the bud.
But won't killing him be going directly against devil law?
Yes. Well, not quite devil law.
Is that going to make things harder for us?
It would. You're not wrong. But I have a way around this. Titivulus is a shitty little fuck. And I really do. Pardon my idea.
We all gasp at it.
I hate this person. And I do believe that he is plotting to not only take over Dis, but to destroy Dispater as well. Dispater was never unkind to me. Dispater is cruel but fair, as all devils should be. Titivilus, I do believe, is plotting Dispater's demise. You must prove it. If you do not prove it, and you simply kill Titivilus, then you will be hunted most likely for the rest of your days.
So you think he's going to follow us up here and track us down?
Eventually. It will take him some time, and he will not do it himself. This is not how Titivilus works. He will send henchman after henchman, most likely Orthos.
And sending them to the mortal plane, will that not be proof of him going against Dispater's word?
No.
No.
That would be going against Lucifer's word.
Lucifer's.
The
okay.
law of devils and demons infiltrating into the mortal plane is a crime against Lucifer himself. It is not as heavily enforced with the lower levels, like myself or Titivilus himself, who's not exceedingly bad.
That was my misunderstanding.
Or the minions that he would send. Hence, there are devils and demons that plague this planet. Oh, you've probably seen them. The Underballs, a Rakshasa, that is a fiend. A devil. So understand, we can do it. But if Dispater himself were to cross over to the mortal plane, he would bring the wrath of Lucifer upon him, and nobody wants that.
So
He says.
this
He's not going to bother me.
you
He won't care.
you want us in exchange for replacing her bones with the staff to go kill this Titivilus guy.
Yes. And prove that he was trying to kill Dispater. That is very important. Otherwise, we're all still fucked.
If
Pardon my language. I have not had my coffee yet. Karen!
if we decide not to pursue this, if Astrid were to be convinced out of replacing her bones with this staff, would you still want us to kill this demon at some point? This devil? Is it still something you're expecting of us regardless of whether
Yes.
or not?
What I'm doing is in exchange for the information and bringing the only person who can do what you want, I am ensuring your assistance in Titivilus's destruction.
Right.
Otherwise, I am on my own, but rest assured, after he deals with me, he will come for all of you. It really is our problem, but, you know.
Okay.
Now then, do we have a deal? He looks only to you.
Why not?
I mean, I'm gonna say yes.
Very well.
So
You feel that kind of... You must kill Titivilus within 2 weeks, or you break the contract. Okay?
Starting now.
Starting right now. Count. Get the clock. So, that's like 7 sessions, though. You're fine.
yeah, it's like 8 months. We're good.
Got it.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah, you're not wrong.
remember now, you guys have a lot of time. Now then, the only person I know of that can do what it is you ask, and what it is you ask is extremely insane and dangerous. But the only person I know who can do it is a man named Dr. Arkham.
Dr. Nick from The Simpsons.
What?
Hi, everybody.
No, not him.
I get them confused.
He is insane and brilliant, but he is the leading expert, I believe, in eldritch sciences. And that is essentially what you are trying to do. So, I can bring this man here, and he will do as I ask, as he owes me a favor.
Oh,
He will most likely just need a place to work, but I'm sure we can find that.
yeah, I got a place.
Then, are you ready to meet him?
Yes.
Very well. These fucking people playing their goddamn Pokemon Go or trying to play D&D. You're playing a game while playing a game.
I don't know why.
How much entertainment do you people need?
Inception.
I can multitask.
Now then. Karen, make sure no one is
Wait, we're doing this now?
near the door. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Karen, make sure no one's
That'll
She's saying to Arthur, 1 second. Okay.
Hold on, I gotta catch his rat's hat. So then, Arthur stands up. He motions for you all to like move aside and clear room in the room. And he goes and stands in front of his desk. Right. And as he stands quietly, the incense that smell like acidic vomit filling this room. It's an awful sort of thing. And as he does, you see him kind of clasp his hands together, and you can see the his shadows kind of change, and you can see the shadow of Arthur just fill the room and take up its entirety. And he begins speaking in
Spanish.
Do you have deep speech?
Yes.
He begins speaking in deep speech.
Okay.
And he essentially is calling to Dr. Arkham. He is it sounds like he's just reciting these random words, and you're like, that must be some kind of code. You know what I mean? That they know, like a call sign.
It's a phone number.
And as he essentially like
8675309.
but to everyone else, you're hearing like it's like the worst noise ever, and it kind of hurt. It almost hearing deep speech spoken hurts your head a little bit, and it makes you very uncomfortable. It's almost like a white noise, and it's like you want to get out of the room just while he speaks it. And after he finishes, he opens his eyes, and in the center of the room, you can see what appears to be the carpet itself begins to kind of get like soaked and wet, like in this one area and sort of circle, and it begins to rise, almost like there's like a water pipe broke and is now coming up. And as the carpet itself starts to mold incredibly fast, it smells fucking terrible, and this water is kind of spewing out of it, and you can see that as it rises and gets larger, you see through it these fingers start to rip through the carpet of this mayoral office, and through it rips and rises
Naked Jim Carrey.
this man who is completely dry. And as he comes out, you see that he is dressed very well in sort of almost Victorian garb. Everything kind of laced up and tight. He has slicked back black hair with white kind of streaking down it, and like one white kind of streaking down the front. He is like a well put together man. He looks like well dressed, well groomed. And as he rises, he has no jewelry on him. It's just him coming out of the carpet, and it's kind of uncanny because you were expecting maybe a monster or something, or like somebody with like a wizard staff, but here comes just this man. It's a well-dressed man, and he stands, and as he opens his eyes, you see that his eyes are just black, and now I'm gonna say this word, like writhing. Black and writhing eyes, as if there are things like worms, like hundreds of worms inside of his eyes, moving kind of. And as he
He's a human.
he looks like a normal human man with fucking awful eyes. And as he kind of blinks a few times, you see that the eyes turn to just regular sort of like light green eyes. And he, well then, Arthur, it's a pleasure to see you again. And Arthur looks at him. Likewise. I need you to do something for me. Absolutely. What is it? And he motions to you. Explain it to him. And the well-dressed man looks to you. He looks to you, and then he looks right to the staff, and just kind of looks it down, and then looks to you and looks at your hand, and then looks back to you. Like he fucking just was on it in 2 seconds.
Subtle. No
I
secrets.
need you to replace my spine and ribs with the bone of this staff. And I can still walk it afterwards.
Oh yes, of course.
We'll just have to carry Astrid.
No monkey paw here. No, none of that bullshit.
Is that all you need? Yes. I think I can do this for you. May I touch it? Freezing boot. He grasps it with his hand.
Firmly.
This is very powerful. Where did you find this? And he kind of flips it and like eyes it. Hands it back. Same place I imagine you found that ring. My goodness. How very
Do you want to
fascinating.
put it inside you?
I can do that without
Would you like to-
reconstructive surgery.
Would you like to replace one of your finger bones with the ring?
Maybe.
Or you can just flip the burger and open a soul box.
Yes!
The what? Oh, you can do planetary plane shift and send somebody to hell. Womp womp womp. All right. Well,
Actually.
yes.
I'll second thought.
Think about it. But for now, I'm here for you. So, Arthur says that I must do this. Not a problem. This will make us square, will it not, Arthur? Yes, it will. Very well then. I'm going to need a place to work. Oh, preferably somewhere that's already drenched in dark magics.
Yeah, there's an underground crypt and there's an old ritual table in there.
No, not a ritual table. I need a sacrificial table, unfortunately. And not a table. I need a sacrificial altar. Something large.
Is that what this is?
No.
Oh.
Something where
Right
a
on.
lot of people have died, a lot of souls have passed, so it would make the transition easier.
He
to
needs
give
the
you-
Dusk Keep.
Oh.
Dusk keep? What is that?
My humble abode.
Do you look like the way you look?
Yeah, I'm a drow, I guess, right now.
Ooh! Is this a drow place?
I suppose so.
A drow place would be perfect for this.
That sounds racist.
It's either...
Is there a drow laboratory that you have within this keep?
Oh, we definitely have that. We have that, or a keep in the Shadowfell.
A drow laboratory would be best.
We have a drow
Were
lab.
there sacrifices there?
Yes.
Oh, that's excellent. That is very excellent. Well then,
Did I not tell you guys about what's in the basement of the Lacuna tree?
No.
No.
My bad.
so
Yeah.
then this is the first time he goes, yes, I have a drow laboratory, and you're like, he's lying.
I thought you guys... We definitely have...
No, I think it was only ever you sleeping down there and down there.
Oh, yeah.
You were the only one that fought him down there, and then you escaped him.
See, that blurred my memory when then everything went loud when we got back
And
to
when you came
service.
out, everyone started beating the
Yeah.
piss out of him. Yeah,
Yeah,
His
that's my
mistake.
bad.
Like
That's
you.
Like you do.
yeah, we have a drow laboratory.
Well, that is perfect. Then I'll most likely have everything I need. Now then, let us go.
Should I make a... What?
Sure. Let us go.
Do we want to drive to the tree? Or should we make a teleportation somewhere? I don't think Arthur wants us making a chalk circle in his office.
No, thank you.
You should just teleport us.
We can just go back to the
He
hotel.
looks at the carpet.
Isn't there a permanent, like,
We can go to
circle
Linens.
in the hotel?
Yes,
In one of the rooms?
under the carpet in one of the rooms. Yes,
We
there
can go
is.
to Linens or the hotel, which is closer.
Winans is the only one that's actually permanently connected.
Oh, okay.
Well, let's go there.
Okay,
Poor
so
Wyman.
you bring this man as he kind of walks around, his hands sort of behind its back, just
A whole new world.
It's been a while since I've been here. What is this? What is this city?
Balnor.
Ah,
I'm a human
interesting.
again.
Interesting. He keeps eyeing your ring and the staff while kind of looking around. Just every once in a while, just keeps an eye on it. So, he asks a few more questions about the city. He asks a few questions about you guys. Would you guys give him any information?
Nah.
Mav wouldn't.
He didn't give us any information.
Okay.
Mav's not about any of this. He's not a happy
Spooky
camper right now.
nonsense.
I'll wait until we're in, like, surgery and I'm watching, make sure things go kosher to get too deep with this guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right then. You reach Winan's shop. It takes him a while. He's unlocking everything. And as you guys enter, Winan goes, "Well, all right then." And he looks at the man and kind of like you can see he like feels uncomfortable. And he goes, "Who is this?"
He's our doctor.
It's a
And
way
the
to
man's
put
just
it.
smiling at him like, "Right, will you be leaving? Will you be taking him and leaving?"
I just walk towards
We
the
were
back room.
thinking we were just going to leave him here with you.
Please don't do that. I feel sick.
But it would make me happy.
I feel sick looking at him, and I don't know why.
And after
What is this? Is he a magician or something? What is he doing?
She said it would make her happy to leave him here.
Oh, is that what you said?
Yeah. He just kept going.
Well,
What, does
Anything
Ryan
for
have a
Miss
crush on
Astrid, right?
Does he have a crush on you?
No,
or is he
he's
like-
enthralled.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, long time ago.
Yeah,
Like
I'm
session
teasing.
5 or 10 or something. She
Poor Wyman.
Oh, he's been our hostage for
Well,
the
if it-
entire
See,
series.
I thought it was a consensual, like, room.
No.
Okay,
With
well,
Astrid, she just takes over your mind and makes you do whatever she wants. Alright. If it'll help you. And he's like looking pale being near this man.
We just keep going.
Alright. Lovely shop you have. So you guys enter the teleportation room and you are zip-zopping to
the tree.
Tree, I believe, is where this goes into the center room.
Yep.
The Lacuna pit. Okay, so you enter the
we're here
teleportation circle.
anyway.
This is the first time you've ever been to this tree, I believe.
yes, it does.
Boom. You are in a large chamber, all wood floor, wood walls, wood ceilings, and in the center is this massive sort of like pool of this kind of green liquid, and you can see a goblin kicking around in circles in there. In front of this pool is a statue, all made of wood, and it's kind of like this, and at the edge is an incredibly detailed wooden face. It looks like an elven man, screaming in anger and terror and horror, and just
Or a drow.
you can't tell when the skin's not.
Oh, I'm
and
sorry.
the hair's not.
Sorry,
So
sorry.
it's just an
Racist.
elf. It's a drow. Asshole over here gave it away.
Is that Chris Farley right there?
Yeah. It's Farley. So anyway, hello. So yes, it's elven face, it's Drow's face.
The bus
and,
driver, Chris Farley.
and there's a goblin just kicking around.
Is he in like a little swimsuit, or is he just?
Is he in a little swimsuit?
Yeah, he's in the water.
No, he's probably just in his clothes because they don't care.
Well,
And as he does, as you guys stand there, you sort of taking in this like ambiance of this terror of this place.
She wants to be up there. So
As you kind of look around, there's a magic elevator all the way to the left
uh-huh.
that seems to it's just one, and there's two goblins standing in front of it, and they're playing rock paper scissors shoot, and they just keep doing rock, and the one goes, I win. I win again! And so that's happening. And as you look back to the pool, the one goblin's swimming, he gets sucked into the water. And you see rising out of the water comes the smiling face of Fletcher. Describe your character for Talia. She's never seen you before.
She's a big girl, like rivals of Goliath. Big.
So
Probably
like,
Goliath's size, so like 9
tall.
feet tall. Yeah.
Yeah. She's not really wearing much besides like lingerie, and she has armor on like her arms and legs, but that's about it.
Like
So
actual
she
lingerie.
did stay here to
Yeah.
defend the tree.
Yes.
After
no,
all
to
that-
defend the
Lingerie,
goblins.
or like.
Okay.
To defend the
What?
goblins.
What kind of lingerie?
Like,
what kind of
are we
lingerie?
talking underwear? Or are we talking like lacy? She looks like she's about to. You
no,
know.
she came out looking like she's ready to party and like the lacy.
Now it's all soaked in
Okay.
wet lingerie. She's
Yeah.
walking out of
Right,
the pool.
okay,
But
it's
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Is that a Samsung tablet?
Yes.
I like it.
Thank you.
Some lingerie.
Do you
Uh,
like my horrible?
With the big S.
Here, this is what she looks like.
Sort of tattoos on her face.
Yeah.
I
razor
love her.
sharp
Thank
teeth.
you.
Very
I adore
barbarian
her.
look.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
She's great.
Her hair is right now kind
It's
of.
a wild mess.
Well, right now it's all wet, so it might
Yeah.
actually be like slick, but then with a
Yeah.
quick it's all back.
Goku.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
Goku's out and becomes this massive hair. And yeah, razor sharp teeth. What are you rolling
She's
for?
got
She's
them
our
lizard
equivalent
eyes.
of a guardian angel.
You're
Because we're
welcome. Yes.
evil.
And seeing her, it's almost like, oh yeah,
Fletcher.
because there is an
saved
army.
us every single time.
So-
Only for the goblins.
She comes rising out with the
It's our
goblin
hammer of
above her head,
justice.
and as he is like this and spitting water out like a fountain,
Can I catch it in my mouth and then spit it out?
and you
You're basically invincible, and that is what's horrifying about that.
so
You're
yeah,
welcome.
so you come walking out of the Lacuna's healing pool,
Yeah.
and
Buff as
with a
fuck.
zombie or with a goblin
No, it doesn't care.
about this character.
No, he's ace.
Oh, gotcha. Was that what you just rolled for his
Sexuality,
sexual
yeah.
preference? I love it. That's very good.
Headhunter.
Then without yes, go on.
We know you took something that's going to harm you when we were in hell. You were very shady about the deals you had. Correct, right? We were all He told us,
No, I just gave all of our shit away for an awesome gun.
and in character we were skeptical about his.
It was
stuff,
it was
right?
a it was a trade,
I
not a
believe
deal.
so.
You don't know that, but it was. If you remember, it was a trade, not a deal.
No, I know.
It was fair trade.
We
He
just-
gave you gave him, and then you walked
But when
away.
he came back, he said something about the curse. Right? I want this to be in character. If not, I'm not. I'm gonna.
Oh, the gun
I'm
is
gonna-
cursed.
But do we know that? That's what he's asking.
You said something about it. I didn't.
No, I don't
really
think
say-
so.
He said that gun's gonna kill you. You know.
Oh yeah, probably because it was like looks demonic and you told them that it's a demon lord made into a gun.
Yeah.
You were like, fuck that.
Okay.
That's evil.
Head over, jump in the pool.
I'm gonna jump in the pool.
See
Okay,
if
jump
it
in the
does
pool.
anything. Okay.
Jump
It's
in
worth
the
a
pool,
shot.
and
I'm
you
trying to
feel,
save
you feel
you.
refreshed. Any harm? Take away your damage.
Nice.
You feel healed. Did you have damage?
I think I was at like 190 something.
Because he didn't get the
Yeah.
long rest. Somebody else didn't either. Mav, jump in the pool.
No, I got the long rest.
Oh yeah, that was a
and
couple days
after-
ago. My bad.
I don't know how you
keep
got
forgetting.
it.
I'll do the next one.
What?
I keep forgetting your gun's long rest thing. You gotta remind me.
Well,
Maybe do
I
long
haven't.
rest,
I
please.
don't think I've long rested.
You
Okay.
haven't. That's why I
No.
knew you were harming. But maybe if you could break the gun, you know, who knows?
Break the gun.
Break the gun's curse. I don't
I
know
was
how
supposed
that
to say
stuff
breaking
works.
the gun doesn't sound like a good idea.
Because it's
Fletcher.
healing.
Yes.
As you look upon your
Friends?
friends, you see that there's a new person with him.
There's 2 new people.
Yes, there
People.
is. Yes, there is. One
Oh,
smells
yeah.
like hell, and the
Literally.
other one smells like the cold nothing.
Oh, okay. That's
What
cool.
do I smell like?
Lavender.
You probably smell like meat and bones.
That's fair.
Yeah.
You know in Mass Effect.
Yeah.
You know where the Reapers like live.
I know. I don't know. I
Well,
don't-
you know what I'm saying. That's what this man smells like, but in this world. So
Okay.
not Reapers, other things.
Yeah.
That's what he smells like.
Okay.
And you're like, mm-mm.
I mean, it's kind of nice. It's
Yeah.
pretty
That's
pleasant.
what your bone is. That's what
Yeah.
your club is.
Yeah.
Club. Okay.
I'm gonna just inhale.
Is this the sacrificial chamber?
No.
All right.
How did we get down here? Is there a portal in here?
No, I thought the
Yes,
elevator.
in his tower,
Yes.
in the
Good call.
Viperian's old tower. It's kind of broken now, but the
I want to leave them up
teleportation's-
there.
All
I mean,
right.
I guess
Do
everybody
we
is.
do we all need to be here for the surgery? Do we need to
No,
witness it?
absolutely not. You can if you'd like.
Is Sneak around here? Is what he
He's
rolls
upstairs. Yeah, he's up in the tree.
I want to have him give Mav not a tour, but give him the lay of the land.
All right, so you guys are gonna ride the elevator up.
Yeah, I got to bring them to the tower, but I
So
can
you
send
tell me to
Mav.
follow along.
Yeah, follow along until
Alright.
I can send you away.
Alex,
as a
Constitution saving throw.
— 15.
15.
Yes.
You.
I only rolled a 4 before my plus.
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's bad. And you kind of you choke it down as you're standing next to him. It looks like he's gonna puke all over his shoes, and then he. And the elevator goes up as it's. The music is warped and bad because this
A
elevator.
lot has happened here at the tree.
As
Yeah,
it
giant
works
with
its
it.
way up, it like almost feels like it's gonna, and then it goes.
I could have just like lay it against the wall.
and it refixes it, and yeah, you're back up to the top layer of Elmira.
Weird being back here.
You see that it has changed a bit. The goblins are really making it their own. They have built more huts and homes in and amongst the other destroyed houses. It's sort of like an apocalyptic town, but a tree version of an apocalyptic town.
It's big enough to have like houses and stuff.
Oh yes, this tree. Now that you're seeing, because you were just inside of it. Now that you're
Oh.
seeing the outside, this is enormous. Roll a history, actually. And the carcass of the helicopter that fell is just in the wooden street, and they have made that into a home. Actually, it's a little shop, I do believe.
12.
12. What the fuck? This tree's huge! No idea what this shit is. Massive tree. Cool tree. And
Out of character is like Avatar tree. Giant.
Oh, okay.
giant. It
Okay.
is like a life tree. Think of it like that. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So huge, and you step out, and they have made zip lines now that they have stretched across different branches to get between them quicker.
It's a little goblin city.
They are turning into a goblin city. There are massive bugs that they are still riding. You see a huge centipede just kind of curl around one of the branches, and you see like several of goblin babies, actually goblin children, are tied to it. And they're like, and it's just sort of like skittering. That seems to be one of the ways to transport their babies, which look much worse than the adults. They're not bigger, but they are like gnashing at everything.
Hares with angry faces.
Yes, you see because they are now multiplying.
Calder.
Hello. You can see as one of the goblins pushes a large cart that is covered in I keep throwing it in the worst spots. A cart that is stacked high with cages. And all of these cages have baby goblins in them, and this goblin is pushing it, and they're all like ripping at the cages, so they have been multiplying. They have been creating more.
I want to summon Mr. Marbles to let him go run free. Because I think he feels at home here.
Mr. Marbles rises, and you can see as he gets excited and just starts to wander off.
Can I throw my goblin on him?
Okay, you throw your goblin on him, and your goblin like lunges at him, slams into him, holds on, and just goes as he just starts to walk away.
One of the first things we did when we took the tree was send Mr. Marbles to gather all the bodies and climb down and staple them in the shape of our goddess, demoness,
Oh my god.
on the side of the tree.
Kind of still a bunch of skeletons there. Now.
Nice. It's
Rotting.
probably like sun bleached and stuff.
Well, a lot of the bugs have eaten the flesh off, and a lot of the goblins have eaten the flesh off, but the bones are all
a
still
buffet.
there. So it's still a bunch of skeletons and dried blood.
Perfect.
So, Alex, Vondas is here. He's in
I
this.
forgot about
He's
Vondas.
in the bar.
How could you forget?
You call upon Sneak. Mav, you see. Well, you don't see him actually right away, but lunging onto, I'm gonna probably say, Alex's back because they like you. No, Fletcher's there. They like Fletcher more. Lunging onto Fletcher's back and stabbing her several times with a knife, and how would Fletcher react?
She would laugh proudly.
Just as she falls to the ground, and he's like, "Gotcha! I got you."
She just looks at her piece of paper and stares
Oh, you
at
looked at your piece of paper. Oh no, you took some damage.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Tucks
So he
it away.
stabbed you. But he was rolling it right. So you take 4.
Oh,
You have to write down 4 damage on
4
your piece of
damage.
paper.
Oh.
So as Fletcher gets stabbed, she goes, and pulls out a piece of paper and writes on it. And he hops off. He's like, I did it!
This goblin jackalope. I'm sorry, I was sending something.
This is a goblin.
Goblin.
He is dressed like a rogue. He's in all black.
Okay.
And he has a big black, like, obsidian knife.
Okay.
And he just landed on the ground. Guys!
Hello.
Hey, Sneak.
I'm gonna cram some beef jerky in his mouth.
What an ugly dog.
What do?
This is Mav. He's from Hell.
Cool.
I want you to show him around for us.
Okay. Come here. And he puts the knife away and walks over and holds his hand out.
Mav doesn't really understand the custom of holding hands, so he just
He grabs it. I will show you the meat pits. He begins to walk. Meat pits sounds familiar though. That sounds like something you might be accustomed to. And he wanders off. You are going to lead
To the tower.
Okay. Fletcher, is there anywhere you'd like to go?
Probably gonna watch whatever the fuck's going on with Weird Void Space.
Cool. Cool, you're gonna follow the Void Man?
I'm gonna follow directly behind
Creepy.
him. Yeah.
Awful. Alright, so you follow Dr. Arkham and the group.
I'm going to Vondas.
Okay,
Jesus.
so Alex goes separate. As Mav is uncomfortably led by Sneak the Goblin around this massive goblin infested tree. So, let's start with Alex, actually. No, you know what? Let's start with them. Let's get them to where they're supposed to be. So, you lead Dr. Arkham and Astrid, and Fletcher's just coming with you, to this large tower. And as you're walking, Dr. Arkham looks over to you, Fletcher. Hello, I'm sorry. I'm Dr. Arkham. What is your name?
I wanna grab his hand and say, Fletcher.
Fletcher. Interesting.
I can't tell which one.
You're whipping him around, and he's just kind of staring, smiling. It's a pleasure to meet you. You are different than the other ones, aren't you?
Am I?
Where are you from?
Guadalajara, Mexico.
I want to think about for a second. Go. Far away.
Far away. As am I.
Smells like it.
Funny how things just funny how life brings people together, isn't it? Fascinating.
Big joke.
This is a fascinating place. And he's just sort of looking at the tree. You lead him into the tower, all the way up the stairs, and you kind of, as you walk up these stairs, you sort of look at the walls and you see the gashes where his the spiders left as they were chasing you. You remember narrowly escaping Viperin as he was desperately trying to capture you and bring you to his queen, as he claimed. So, come on.
Well, stop.
Well, I can't. She's bringing me a goddamn toy. So, as you make your way up, you find the teleportation circle. The place is... Goblins have infested it to a degree, but they don't seem to like it here. It's a little too magic for them, and it probably irritates them. But there is one that appears to be sleeping drunk on top of the teleportation circle.
I want to move forward from everybody and thunderclap him awake.
Okay, you thunderclap. What is that? Like 1d6?
Yeah. Or it's just I'll mute it for him.
Okay, all right. So you just boom, and he goes wow.
I'm just pointing to the door.
He runs by and he high fives you. And he goes downstairs. He's drunk and he falls down the stairs.
I'm gonna cheer him on as he goes.
What?
I'm cheering him on as he goes.
I can do this.
Well, this is the teleporter to the Drow's laboratory.
Well, that's excellent.
It's just off site. It's underneath the tree.
Oh. Now tell me if I'm not mistaken. This is a life tree.
Correct.
Interesting. Which one?
A lacuna.
Ah, the lacuna. Yes, this is good. This is very good. Well then, let us go. And as you step onto the teleportation circle, you all vanish and are brought to the old Drow laboratory. All caved in, stone everywhere except for the ceiling, which is massive roots. So you are deep beneath the lacuna tree. And he looks around, immediately just starts walking off, just kind of like checking everything out. And he walks over to where there's tables that used to have these old potions bottles that are sort of smashed and broken. He looks at some of like the old books that seem to be all torn up. And he goes to the massive sacrificial altar that's in the center, where there was obviously several people were killed in this spot.
At least one.
He checks it. This will do nicely. This will do nicely. Now then, I'm going to collect my tools, and then we're going to get ready. Please, Miss... He looks to you, Astrid.
Astrid.
Astrid. Please, step on the altar.
I'll do it.
Okay, you go and step up. Excellent. Now then, let's go to Alex. Alex, you make your way to the bar, and when you walk in, you open it, and you see what appears to be a whole bunch of goblins and Vondas sitting on a bar stool. The goblins are sitting on the floor, and they're all watching him. And as he's sitting there, you can see lots of bottles of drinks and glasses, and the smell of alcohol is prevalent. Behind the bar is the vine blight that likes to mix drinks, and you see it cleaning some of the dishes. And Vondas seems to be regaling them with some sort of story. And you can see that the goblins sitting there, a lot of them seem to have like guns and stuff on them. And you recognize this was your little troop. These were
SEAL Team Goblin.
This is SEAL Team Goblin right here. The couple of shotgunners, the riflemen, the pistolers. Do you have the list of how many there were?
Yeah.
Which ones?
I think I had around 6 or something.
That's who's sitting there, as they're all listening to Vondas.
I want to be quiet and I want to listen in to see what story he's telling.
So as you listen in, you hear him go, "So there I was, running as fast as I can, and giving chase was a wolf, massive wolf, huge teeth." And they're like, "Ah!" And he goes, "But I was quick. quicker than your average jackalope. And I ducked under a tree and swung around a few rocks, jumped over a hill, and that's what tripped him up. He tripped, you see, this wolf. And he fell down, flat into a whole bunch of mud. And they all sort of like, and they go, kill him, and kill him, and kill him. And he goes, I did not kill him. I didn't kill him. Listen, I couldn't fight him. You know, I had to be clever. So instead of fighting him, I made my way through the forest to a local village. And in that village, I hid. And now at night, the wolf came prowling. And I was able to hide from the people of this village, but the wolf was not. And they caught him. And know what they did then? They're like, kill him, eat him, kill him! And he goes, yes, well, basically, they killed him. You guys are pretty good at this. He's like, they killed that wolf, and I was free to go.
I want to start clapping really loudly.
They all kind of turn and they're like, ah! And the goblins scream and start running to you. And a lot of them pull out their guns to show you.
Mhm.
And the one of them is like, look! And he starts blowing apart bottles. And the Vine Blight's like, starts freaking out because they're destroying his stuff. He goes, I'm good.
That's great. That's excellent.
And they're all just kind of crowding around you, jumping around. One of them grabs for your gun.
Yeah, I'm going to keep my hand on it. I'm going to go up to Vondis and ask how he's been.
I'm doing well. How are you?
We're doing good. The gang's all here, and we just got back from hell.
Yes, I assumed so. And are you well?
Yes, I am super. I did a good thing.
You did?
I freed my mother's soul. And I got a demon gun.
Okay, well, one of those is good. Oh, Jesus, God, that looks terrible. Whoever Jesus is. So you freed your mother's soul.
Yeah, but look at this gun.
Yeah, but look at the gun.
I see the gun. It has teeth on it. All right, that looks uncomfortable. How did you feel?
Hmm?
When you saved your mother's soul, Alex?
Oh, it was, I feel like it's something I should have done. But when I got this gun, I felt great.
Oh, good. Good for you. Where's your knife?
Oh. Why'd you remind me? I had to get rid of my knife.
Who did you give your knife to?
The Rattler.
Who is the Rattler?
A man made of bones. In hell.
You gave a knife.
Well,
made
maybe he
from-
was a devil. I don't.
You gave a knife made from the bone of an eldritch horror to a bone devil?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it back though.
Oh,
You're
you're gonna
going
go and
back.
get it back from him.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Just don't go to hell anymore.
The reunion tour.
They always want me to go to hell.
Who does?
The gang.
I love that we're not here to defend against this face-rolling conversation.
Well, stop it.
Stop
Don't
going.
tell me what to do, Vaughn. Just let's enjoy ourselves.
All right,
Stop
let's have a
going
few
to hell.
drinks. It's good to have you.
It's good to be back.
Bartholomew, make us a few more. The Vine Blight and starts grabbing some more drinks.
Excellent.
Mav, Sneak is a nice host. He is showing you this tree. This tree is fucking huge.
Okay.
There are goblins here doing goblin things, which you probably know what a goblin is.
Probably would, yeah.
These ones are like doing tactics and shit. You're seeing some of them do like drills and like practices, and that's not what goblins do. So it's a little bizarre to see that.
How
But
bizarre.
other than that, it's a pretty just destroyed, crazy goblin wasteland village inside of a giant tree. Is
Okay.
there anything that you'd like to do or ask him or?
How long has the people that brought me here had this tree?
How long?
How long?
Not long.
Not
month?
long.
Months?
Month-
Days?
Okay.
Minutes? A couple minutes.
Gotcha.
Many. This many. More, maybe.
Does he actually have 5 fingers?
No.
Let's say.
This many.
Okay. Why are you here?
Oh, Headhunter found me.
Oh boy.
Found
Okay.
me in jail.
Uh-huh.
The humans, and you see other goblins go, and they all start spitting. They're not listening to your conversation. They saw him spit, so they just start to spit.
They know.
And he goes, humans caught me. Put me in jail.
Oh, that sucks.
Yes. I was good. Only killed 3 humans.
Oh, only 3.
Only 3 humans.
Only 3.
And they escape.
Mm-hmm.
No, we escaped.
Mm-hmm.
I escaped twice.
Oh.
One from jail, headhunter.
Mm-hmm.
But before, escaped from the stone.
Okay. So do you like it here?
Yes, better.
Hmm.
Look what I can do! And he goes invisible. That's not a thing goblins can do.
Man, just kind of stares.
He back. You sneaky too. Do it. Do you keep rolling for aspects of maps?
23 to hide.
Oh shit! So as you let go of his hand, you kind of back up, and as one of the massive stag beetles that's being ridden by a goblin goes past you, you're gone. And he's like, hide and seek, and he goes invisible.
No. Oh god.
So
Okay, I guess we're playing hide and seek now.
you're gonna play hide and seek with
Okay,
him.
hide and seek.
Which one is hide? Because
He's sneak. Good one. Good try.
You tried.
So
No,
Let's cut
that
back.
was,
Hide
that
and
was the hide and sneak.
as
It's a joke. Fuck you all.
I thought it was good.
the doctor, we're gonna cut back to you guys. The doctor
I'm upset for some reason.
has cleared out a whole table that had a bunch of shit on it that he was looking at like meticulously. He just destroyed it,
Yes.
and he is kind of looking around. He goes to the sacrificial altar, and he reaches his hand onto like the stone, and you see it just sort of like water starts to kind of form, and he reaches through the water. It's like black water, and he reaches through the water, and he pulls out what appears to be a doctor's bag. And he goes, that's excellent. And he wipes his hand, and the water goes away, and it's simply stone. And he walks over to the table, opens it up, and begins taking out these wicked-looking, like, surgical tools. Again, sort of Victorian era, in a way. Now then, this is all perfect. And he puts it down. Miss Astrid,
Yes.
do you have any allergies?
I don't think so.
Roll for hours.
No allergies to metals, nickel, anything like that?
Staffs.
Sorry. Now then,
Pepto-Bismol.
Some
Peanuts.
metal in that?
Silver.
he pulls out of the doctor bag a black, like, apron that he puts on himself.
The night surgeon.
And he goes, reaches in, pulls out these black rubber gloves.
You sure it's not Frankenfurter?
Well then, let us get started.
We've
Please.
only referenced Rico in every session we've
No,
ever
the sacrificial-
played.
That left a lasting impression on me.
I'll do it.
He has his tools nearby. He grabs one tool, walks all the way up to the sacrificial altar, leaving the table down. And it's this kind of wicked-looking knife.
Stylus. Oh.
Stop it. And he goes, now then. And he lays the staff next to you. And he goes, now, a fair warning. This is not magic. What I am about to do is science. But it is science beyond that which you have reached thus far. It will seem like magic to the outside viewer, but it is not. Now the problem with science, and the difference between science and magic, is that magic, it's easy. It does not hurt. Science hurts. And Miss Astrid, this is going to hurt. A lot. What, are you going for a spell?
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
Hold on.
Okay. So
She
you hold your
rolls it.
finger up as he... Do you need a minute?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Alright.
I'll find it.
I could put that in your hand.
Put what?
What are your rates?
Oh!
Tell me exactly how you found it.
Oh.
And whose bone it is.
Are you,
I've seen these creatures.
are you familiar with the Fallen Herald?
Are you looking for like a
No.
numbing spell?
Do tell.
I'm just assuming she's going to cut back at any points. I'm thinking how
Keep
in
going.
depth that we can go.
I mean, you could say you simply explain the whole story. You could tell me what parts you leave out, or we can do the scene.
We
Oh,
were
you don't want him
exiled.
to role
Do
play?
the scene.
We were exiled in the the Green Eye,
The Green Iris.
the Green Iris. We were exiled in the Green Iris, which we eventually broke out of.
That's
the
a
help.
swirling storm, isn't it?
We used an angel helped us, and he was sitting on top of a hidden horror, which we found out was inhabiting the body of a beholder. We
Yes, of course.
we sacrificed the angel to the beholder, and I think it called its true form down, or somehow one way or oh no.
I
It
pop
went-
up. There was something in the beholder, and
Yes.
it drilled its way out of the beholder and into the angel.
We
That was
sacrificed
fallen
the
herald.
angel. Yes, the fallen herald took the form of our former friend, or
It hollowed him out.
hollowed
Yes, it
him
did.
out. And
It was great.
for its, I guess, in gratitude for us helping, it gave us a couple tools. Is that where your staff came from?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't, because I know the knife and the ring were from
He
there.
also gave me screaming madness.
Yes, briefly. So he gave
Yes.
us choice of a few pieces of our equipment, which we took. There was a knife somewhere too, but that's with our partner. But I think he lost it in hell.
In hell.
In hell. And we've been traveling with this since. It's helped us immeasurably.
Fascinating.
And then he went back to the cosmos.
It's ours.
I feel it.
Did he say what he was here for?
I feel the cosmos.
This was a long time ago, and we were much lesser than we are now. But he warned about some oncoming storm years and years and years after we're dead. But he's out there somewhere.
I must look further into this world. Perhaps there's more here of use. Fascinating.
Here,
Yes. The
probably.
fact that you had such a close encounter and survived is incredible.
There was a reason he was trapped down there for some reason.
Yes.
I said reason twice.
That's
He was
okay.
trapped down there. Because he was
Probably the same
Mortals.
reason we were sent there.
mortals were fearful of this creature, and now he's back
No,
there.
as they should be.
Yeah, he helped us and we helped him
Interesting.
in
It's
our fleeting
bones.
way.
Its bones were sitting there, but of course he found his way into the creature's madness. Fascinating. Oh,
I cast Death Ward on myself.
clever. Very, very smart.
Why
I
would you
didn't
tell
say
him
it
that?
out- I didn't say it.
Hmm?
I didn't say it out loud.
He
He's
still says
infected.
that.
So does that mean you don't die?
Yeah, if this kills me instead of killing me, I'll just drop to one hit point.
Clever. Now then, are we ready to begin? Excellent. Thus starts this surgery, and it is astonishing
You
to
stay.
Yeah, I'm kind of just standing there.
I want front row seat.
behold. You are awake. He cuts Astrid open.
Are we gonna? She's not gonna be like sedated or anything?
He before he puts the knife in. Do you ask that?
Yes.
As I said, this is science. And sometimes science hurts. More specifically, we are dealing with an item of eldritch descent. There is no cutting corners. She must feel it, and feel it all.
Can I roll a Constitution saving throw to see how much I feel it?
So you're gonna roll a Constitution saving throw. No, not for that. You're gonna roll a Constitution saving throw to stay awake
Oh, okay.
right now. So roll a Constitution saving throw.
13.
13. No, you as he splits you open from your stomach to your
I die. That's
to
it.
like your neck,
In the end.
and he splits that, and he reaches and pulls. You're just like, and you pass out, and he stops and goes, no, and he stands up, walks all the way down, goes to his table, grabs this long, sharp, just thin needle, walks all the way back up, walks back to Astrid, puts the needle right between like her eyes, and just pushes it in halfway and pulls it back
Right in the
out,
eye.
and you and you're just screaming, and he goes, that's excellent. I may need your help to hold her down. As
Can I just boop her?
You go over and you hold her down at like the shoulders as you're just like, oh, like the pain makes you act, and it is blinding as he begins to cut and begins the surgery.
He just pops the staff in the wound and sews it back up.
It's not just cramming it in her.
Science.
As he opens
Formed
science.
Astrid.
Sir, who are you? Do you know what you're doing?
I can't bend.
As he opens Astrid, he begins speaking in deep speech. As he removes different segments of her body, her organs, he is pulling them all out and putting them next to her. He is laying them out in different,
Like the
different
Egyptian.
kind of areas.
Delicious.
They smell
And-
good.
As he does, he is kind of tracing the body with his like fingers every once in a while, pushing
No.
parts with his thumbs. He stands up to walk all the way down, clicks out more instruments, comes back up to cut different sections, shove long sort of metal stakes into different areas,
Stick.
and continues. And then he begins to remove the rib cage. He not delicately. He's simply like it's like snapping them. Takes out a bone saw, starts cutting through them. He's cracking them. It's brutal and terrible. Roll another Constitution.
What's his facial expression?
Ooh, you're worse. 7.
I'll slide
Out
on.
again.
Seven? You and he goes, oh, no. And he kind of goes over the tools that he now has. They're very well organized. Grabs
Sniffs
another one.
cocaine.
Same spot and just
Yeah.
and you wake up. I forgot to give you the damage from the first
Oh,
time.
yeah,
So we're gonna
Minus
do this.
100.
We're gonna do this for both. So you took 15 damage the first time, and this is just true unhavable. I don't even know what to call it.
Ow.
Ow damage. And you just took 18. This time you passed out.
Okay.
And so he keeps going. He removes the ribs. She is alive. And
Yeah, it's great.
you do not know how. He takes her beating heart and begins to separate it and removes it. And you're watching this as you're just like, what the fuck? And he puts it down again. As he removes the heart, he speaks in deep speech as he does it. It seems to be cutting different segments of the heart and places it down. And he stops. And he takes off his gloves and he reaches into his jacket. He pulls out a small notebook and he flips through it.
A cell phone.
And he goes, and he puts it away, takes out a new pair of gloves, puts them on, takes the old ones, puts them to the side, picks up his blade and continues. As if to reference a note like, wait, am I doing this right? Yes, I am. And continues.
That's reassuring.
He didn't always know how to do this.
That's why they call it practicing medicine.
I mean,
Yeah.
how many times has he done this exact surgery?
Now that the rib cage is removed, he begins to remove your spine and your neck. Again, as you lay there, he places sort of a block, like this sort of metal dowel under your neck, and just allows your head to kind of roll back as he reaches up and begins to take your neck bones out, reaching into your throat and reaching to the back to where the neck is, and places the vertebrae each one by one kind
Stacks
of next
them.
to him. Actually, right next to like the staff, really. And as he does this, I want you to roll another Constitution saving throw.
Vomit check.
7.
17.
Conduits check.
You just made it. As you kind of
Good, because if you fail 3 checks in a row, you die.
You turn into soup.
you,
She already is.
the pain is maddening, and you don't. I will say you don't know where you are right now, but you are focusing on the one thing that you know you need, and that is that you need to protect that staff, and you need to make sure it never is taken from you again, and that's what's keeping you alive and sane throughout this whole endeavor. He removes the vertebrae, lays them down. He then takes the staff. And he goes,
Probably should have shaped that first.
do you speak while you're there?
Mm.
Did you say that to him?
Sure, if I'm able to. If I'm able to get that out.
We have a live one. Very interesting. Places it down. This is going to be tough. But I do have all the tools I need. And he takes the bone saw, moves it around.
Get it.
He stops, he references the book,
No, of
he
course.
puts it away.
Oh, shit.
I left the oven on.
And begins to saw the bones. As he cuts into this, everybody make a wisdom saving throw.
What do I use for that? 20.
12.
Wait.
12.
Wait, can I think I use my charisma on my saving throws as well.
Sure, you can. Go ahead.
So 18.
Nice.
Thank goodness for that.
Wait, where is it?
What's your wisdom save?
It's 7.
16?
That seems to fit in though.
Okay, and yours was what?
18.
Okay. Everybody except for Esther, as you hear this, which is fitting because you know deep speech, this scream emits from the bone itself, this screech, and as it screams, the room kind of changes color in your eyes. Your vision gets incredibly blurry, and you see these like symbols begin to appear everywhere. These
Batman.
symbols. Oh no, just different. You don't recognize them. It's a rush of information, and it is almost just emitting from this staff, like just knowledge is just spewing from it in a way that whatever was trapped inside of this.
Can I use detect language?
No, you pass the fuck out. You look
Take
at
out
the
my
paper.
note.
You go oh. You look at your paper and go oh. And
You're
you
back,
pass out.
guys, and I'll follow.
You pass out as well, but not from the pain. And you, as this like hits you, you kind of like keep your eyes open.
Does he have to roll?
He already rolled. No, this is what he's.
It's like I'm
he's used-
staring into the heart of MTV.
As you're kind of getting hit by this, you sort of are looking through the screaming and through the symbols, and you look over, and again the room is taking on this sort of reddish kind of tint, this is almost dark purple, and as you're kind of like looking through it, you look up to where the doctor is. How close are you? I imagine he's like right over like by where the computer is
Kissing
compared to you.
distance.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking it's like happening there, and I'm like looking over Fletcher.
Okay, so as you're kind of over his shoulder as he's sawing through the bones and separating them, this scream does not stop. It is emanating as he carves through the staff, and he looks up to you, and you see that his eyes have taken on that black sort of writhing again, and you see that his mouth is bleeding, and his ears are bleeding, and his nose is bleeding, and he goes, "Isn't it glorious?" And you're like. And your nose is bleeding, and your ears are bleeding, and you're bleeding out of your mouth. And you're like, what?
I smile.
Now that is the spirit! Ingenuity, my boy, and perseverance! As he cuts through the bones. He shapes them in a way you can't understand. With his fingers, molds them. Again, while speaking deep speech. And creates the bones that he needs. And as they are created, the screaming stops.
That's great.
You are all still knocked out, and he places them all inside of your body. Oh, no, he doesn't. He goes, oh, that will not do. Takes the spike and pierces your head again. 16 damage.
I'm taking damage from that. That's what's hurting me, not the surgery.
Listen.
No, I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's that waking you back up.
Okay.
Because he has to. It's your body is shutting down so it doesn't experience it. He's making sure you do, and that's what's hurting
Okay.
you. It's like you have to experience it all. And
You'd just be like ragdolling without it.
he places everything inside of your body. The pain is unbearable and incredibly horrific. And then he sews you back up. You have a nice long, like scar running from like the bottom of your throat all the way down to like your stomach.
Scared
Not
to the
anymore, I
pool.
don't.
Oh, right, because you can just do that. So either way, he sews you back up. Now then, stand.
Wait,
Try to stand.
wait. Do you think you can do it?
Trying to stand up.
Try to stand up.
Yeah.
Fletcher Bracer.
Roll Constitution saving throw.
Can't. I'm down.
I only like 20.
Fletcher!
She wakes
I'm
up.
having a snooze.
Nope. 5.
5. And it's hard for you to like accept this, I would assume, because your pride is so intense. But like, yeah, you need their help.
She can follow me. That's cool.
I'm
She
gonna
gives it the pupil's
levitate.
elbow.
Okay.
I want to. Any help that comes my way, I push away, and I will levitate.
Okay. So she pushes the help away, and you rise. And as you rise,
Spine
you
comes out your
are-
back.
I need to know how I can do that. Hold on.
As you rise, Astrid,
Yes.
and look upon the room, the symbols do not go away. They flash, the colors warping and changing. They disappear. Static hits your vision. It disappears. You see worms crawling through the ceiling. You shake them away as you kind of look around as you rise. You feel this intense... you hear whispering in your mind, and it elevates to screaming, and then it stops, and you hear crying. You hear whispering again. You look at them. You think they're whispering to you, but their mouths aren't moving. You feel the need, ever rising still. You feel the need to cut flesh. You feel the need to break bones. You want to hurt someone. You want to kill someone. You need to hurt someone, and you need to kill someone. You see what appears to be a hand reaching through the room, just towards nothing, and you hear the it turns into dust as it kind of floats across the room, and as you watch the dust, it touches to the walls, and from the dust emerges these wicked torn souls screaming, maybe just effigies of what you saw in hell, not sure, and they kind of swim and mix with the wall. The walls seem to move themselves. You see that the floor is nothing but water, black water, and as you rise up, everyone is gone. You see this altar in the center that you were resting on. The altar is the pupil of a massive, horrific eye, and as you look at this eye, with all the screaming, the cacophony of noise in your mind, you can't help but smile. And before you is the sacrificial altar. And you know that everyone is there. You begin to see them again. Fletcher, you kind of stand up, shaking your head. Oh no, I'm not unconscious. And Dr. Arkham is standing. Well, he's packing all of his things, cleaning them. And his job is done. And as your feet touch onto the ground, you have a whole new bag, man. So let me go ahead and find your character and throw that in. Keep the Eldritch Staff just because you need to remember how it I didn't remake it.
Yeah. It's
because fuck that.
it'll give me my abilities, right?
But I made a whole new thing for you. This is the Spine of Eldritch Thrall because now you have it in your back. And I think there's a good place to take a break. You guys want to take a 5
That
minutes?
happened, but we're just watching Astrid just stroke out. On the floor.
You're watching her likely rise and just in a
Just
fascinated
look around
state look
everywhere.
around.
She's in a very bad trip for the rest of her life. All right, yeah, no, we'll
She's
take a break.
just riding
Yeah,
that
let's
high.
take a 5-minute break while I assess this, and then we'll come back and you guys can assess what you want to do next.
Assessment.
Assessment.
Testing supplies.
Agrarian.
Agrarian conflict.
Okay. This is a whole.
Okay, so you need a Sinnoh stone with a dude.
Yeah.
Somebody give me the clap.
'Cause I don't.
Julie,
Do it again.
giving Jeff the clap.
Woo!
Hey-oh!
Risque. All right.
It burns.
I need to go to the hospital. Do they have medicine for this? I don't remember.
It keeps coming back.
It's good to keep banging prostitutes. That can't be the problem. That can't be the reason.
I am not
I
at
can't
fault
change
here.
that.
Her name was Candy. She's too sweet. All right.
Ready to roll?
I'm done. It didn't even. You flopped it. You tried to Jumanji the dice and cheat and just drop it down.
So am I stuck in the jungle? Yo, in the jungle, man.
Naughty jungle of love. All right. So
I was just possessed by accident.
let's cut back to Mav.
I
Mav,
guess
roll
we're-
perception.
Oh lord.
He's also going to roll perception.
You go cross-eyed.
Wait, I just got a feat in this, but it doesn't help. I got 9.
He got a natural 2. You both can't find each other. He's invisible.
Oh my god.
And you're just kind of looking around in
Oh,
alleyways.
this is what's happening.
Okay, Alex, let's go back to you. Where are you? What are you doing with Wanda?
Still at the bar. He's probably about to start singing.
Yes, he's getting drunk, and he will sing pretty soon. Roll
I
Constitution
keep
saving
this.
throw. You're probably downing drinks at this point.
That's a 20.
Okay. Yeah. So it is a lot harder to get drunk now with your new stuff coursing through your system. He's just kind of sitting there, and he goes. As he's just sort of singing, and
Just
the
sitting in
vine,
my chair
the
staring.
vine blade starts to just raise its hands and sway. You can tell it's been hearing this a lot and just loves it. The goblins all go, ah! They cover their ears and run out the doors. It's like, ooh! And it's like, I'm terrible at singing. Vomus is not. It's beautiful. Just a beautiful operatic. What tenor is deep, right? Or is
Tenor is higher.
Tenor is high. So he is singing in a beautiful operatic tenor voice as he's just kind of singing, and you're just sort of sitting back mellow. And then we cut back to this as Astrid in this drow laboratory with old, rusted, bloody cages and this blood-spattered sacrificial altar. Now more blood-spattered. Astrid lands, and the doctor is cleaning his things and packing it up. Well, how do you feel?
How do I feel?
Well, based on what you read, you kind of flavor that how you like.
Fully.
But I will tell you that the sound of occasional screams, of whispering, of gibbering, of people talking close and far never seems to leave you. It comes and goes.
It comes and goes.
But I'm fine though, right? Like that's what I'm asking. Like I'm fine. Otherwise, right?
Yeah.
Besides the screaming.
Other than the immediate intense audio-visual hallucinations, yes, you are fine right now. And apart from the other things that are also wrong with you that are around you.
I'm fine.
But you are, yeah.
And I want to raise my hand out and thank you.
You're welcome. Still with bloody rubber gloves as he shakes your hand. You're welcome. It's refreshing, to see people who don't fear knowledge, do not fear science. I can't tell you how many places I've been chased out of by ignorant folk, unlike yourselves.
Now you eat some.
Refreshing. Now then, thank you for giving me that information. And if you should ever require my services, ask Arthur.
Okay.
It was a pleasure meeting all of you.
He just explodes.
Finger guns.
He turns around and walks away with a doctor bag in hand, and as he walks, he begins to just walk into the floor that is just becoming water.
Oh.
And he is just walking down into it, and as he does, it's just...
I can't tell if that's real.
I know it's spooky.
You can't. You can't. You probably assume he's still in the room. That's how fucked your mind
Can I
is.
try tossing something into it? Like
You
there's
do?
a pebble? Yeah.
Okay, you do.
I know it's spooky.
He
but I
essentially,
think
that's
a trick.
his version of like a portal that
Yeah.
he's using. And yes, you just did.
So you
What
want
else I
to
can
go
throw
to
in there?
the healing pool?
Yeah. Yeah, I would like to go into
You gave me a look at first. Let's go to the healing pool.
As you look at Esther, as he speaks to you and you look over to him, his eyes are, they're a vibrant, like bright ice blue. Boom! They are this intense flaming red. Boom! They are depthless black and smoking. And you see massive, he has wings?
I see them.
You see these, they're not
Like
his,
an
they're these
outline?
massive wings, like a shadow stretching down out behind him. And then it's right back and he's just looking at you. And he asks you,
It's a rave. Constantly.
Let's go.
I don't know if I can
It's just
drive like
the
this.
biggest-
so,
Yeah, please. I can't drive us anywhere.
Ever again.
definitely not.
It's a red light. No, it's not.
That's a cliff. It's a
great
rainbow
light.
bridge. It's a cliff. Or.
It worked.
Uh-oh, it ends. No, make it go further. So.
It's in God's hands.
So you go to the healing pool.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys make your way out of the tower and start crossing, Mav, you see them. If you just want to go join them.
Where the fuck is Sneak? I don't know.
He's invisible. He's really good at it.
He's good at hide and seek. Sure. I'd
You
pop out
probably
of
got
hiding.
bored and went somewhere.
He's probably gonna think he's playing hide and
He
go seek
probably
indefinitely.
forgot.
I pop out of hiding
they
and,
have short attention spans.
and join them.
Okay, so you go walking with them. Astrid now with. Did you put all your shit back on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just walking around naked. That's
I just
fine.
didn't know if you were just like. Okay.
She's
I
on
made
the shores of
myself look
oblivion.
normal.
She does not care if she's naked.
So yeah, so she's just walking around.
How does Astrid smell now?
You want?
I don't know. I'm gonna see if he's shiny for me. He might want. He doesn't have one.
So, you make your way to the pool. You're down on the other level, so you don't know where they're going. So we cut to Alex and Vonda singing and hugging each other.
Can we hear him?
The what?
Can we hear
No,
them?
he's like down on the second level of the tree, so it's pretty far. You guys take the elevator down to the center, and while you're all waiting in the elevator, as you're standing there, Astrid, you can feel your disguise slipping. And I want you to roll a... What's your spellcasting thing?
Charisma. But what do you mean?
Your...
Like the save when people roll to
No.
save, or
No, your disguise is slipping, and I want you to roll a charisma check to, like, put it back.
What disguise was she wearing?
Well, it might have just been disguise self spell, right?
Something's fishy.
8.
8.
Or is it a saving throw?
I guess it would be a saving throw.
13.
Okay. You can feel it slipping, and you feel, like, as you kind of reach up to your face, you feel it for a second,
She's the
and you
underboss.
concentrate, and you're able to maintain for right now. But this, what is going on with your head, that's only a matter of time before that goes away. It's eating at it. It's very hard to do that spell, your disguise self.
Just in general?
Yeah, was that not on the sheet?
I think so.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll update that.
What have you done?
What have you done? So, you guys, ding, as you reach the bottom of this now evil elevator, you exit, and the pool is right before you. That dope pool is right there.
Yeah, I must stick my face in it.
All right, Fletcher goes running over, sticks her face in it, and you see a goblin at the bottom of it. Just
I want to point down at the goblin. I'm gonna
Hold him.
snake-wise into the pool.
Yeah.
Just
So
slide.
Fletcher shoves her face in, puts her arm in, and then just sort of slithers in, floats, and then sinks.
Slithers in.
To the goblin, yes.
Slithers in. So, Astrid, the pool is right there for you.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I was in a rush to make that thing. That
That's
was
fine.
supposed to
This
be.
one
Not
in
there
is
yet.
good. Go.
Yeah, I'll go in.
So, as you look at the Lacuna pool, you see this sort of intense energy emanating off of it, and you see that it connects to the entire tree. Everywhere. This is all interconnected, man. It's like all like one thing, and then your head screams, and it hurts a lot, and you kind of shake it off, and you enter the pool. And, yeah, reheal all of your damage.
Thank God.
You're welcome.
No.
But you can only heal up to
That's
20.
You
My
already
4 damage is gone then.
The what?
My 4 damage is gone again.
Yes. And your, how much did you have?
70.
Fuck! You had 70? That's like Eldritch surgery, buddy. Dr. Arkham, there to help you out. So you are in the pool, and yeah, you feel much better.
Hooray for Gandalf.
All
And as you're down there, you see Fletcher. You see Fletcher swimming, like just like I don't know, backstroking, and like
Yeah,
you're under the
sounds right.
water, so you're kind of swimming with her under the water.
Yeah.
And as you're swimming, sort of chasing the goblin, you're looking at Fletcher, and like the screaming hits, and you see Fletcher is replaced. There's this shadow of some huge, gargantuan thing, and it takes up the entirety of it. And you see teeth and fangs, and you see claws, and you see fins, and you see tentacles, and then you're back, and you just see Fletcher grabbing a goblin and jiggling his arms.
Spinning him
Spinning him
wildly
around under the
underwater.
I'll get
One
out
of
of
those
the pool.
flying guys on the
Okay.
side of the road.
You get out of the pool. Alex, would you like to join the group, or do you want to still party with
Yeah,
us?
I'll join the
All right, I'm gonna say the goblins probably grabbed you and told you. So you just arrive on a ding. Roll
Blech.
Constitution saving throw.
Vomits immediately.
He can't ride elevators. Oh, I'm sorry.
What
Magic.
I was gonna say
Any
magic,
elevators
yeah.
that are magic, he chose.
I did good. I got like 24.
Okay, you. And then continue.
I
And-
should have done it with disadvantage because of the drinks.
Okay, next time. And you see Astrid emerge from the pool. Just. So yeah.
Does she look any different?
No.
No.
She does no staff in her hand.
Where's your staff?
Inside me, it's inside me.
Oh, never mind. What are we doing now, guys? Should we do something about this soldier situation?
Let's do it. Can you like walk? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
So
I look
like-
very
Like,
skeptical
sit
and
on it or
concerned.
something? Tripped on it?
They took out her inners and replaced it with the
Outers.
outers.
Ugh. I don't want to know what type
Collective.
of voodoo
You're not
stuff.
wrong. Took out all her inner bones, replaced them with them
I
outer
watched
bones.
it. It was so gross. She passed out.
So where's Shoot?
Totally.
Shoot.
Yeah. And
You can get her quickly.
I want to tell them to start forming their posses.
So we waste no time.
And Goblin Team 6.
Oh, okay. So you want to send out the word to mobilize the
Mhm.
goblins and start getting them organized.
Mhm.
Yes. They actually can do so, which is very bizarre for goblins. They don't normally do that, but you have inspired them time and time again and spent a lot of time training them.
Do you want to take this time to reconvene our pets and whatnot?
I mean, they're definitely needed.
You have a few days.
Yeah.
Just so you guys know, before they reach the tree,
Mhm.
if you want to infiltrate them before you reach the tree,
Ambush them.
there's no way for you to really know this. I'm just going to say, or actually with the Goblin Scouts, they've been able to tell you. You have about, now you have 5 days before they reach the tree and they're at your front door. In about 3 days, you can ambush them if you'd like in the center of the corrupted forest. And then in those next 2 days, they will reach the tree and do their full-on assault.
And 70 people, right, are on their way,
70?
right, from John's.
Yes. I'm going to say
Was it 70?
they'll get there. They will be there tomorrow. They will be at the tree. Or no, you sent them to just do.
75.
You just sent them to do like guerrilla fighting, right?
Yeah, so they're coming in from behind essentially, and they're gonna do dirty deeds.
But you wanted them to meet at the tree first. No?
I
Okay.
need to.
Yeah. All right. Well, then they'll get there.
Sandwich
With,
them.
they're probably there at that point. At this point.
So they're okay.
I'm not sure what they're doing.
But and then we'll mobilize, I guess, from the front. And we have.
Do you want me to open the portal to the Dust Keep here and get your creatures in from the? Are they at the Dust Keep?
Yeah.
Are we not within walking distance of the Dust Keep?
How far are we? Because I know it's close.
It's
but I
only
don't
like
know.
it's like
a
a
few
mile,
minutes.
I think.
Oh, okay.
Right? I think it's only like a mile away.
We could send
We
them all
portal
down.
to it, Yeah.
I was just say if we can see the tree. Well, I guess the tree is humongous too. If we can see the tree from the Ducks, then in my mind it makes sense that it'd be walkable.
You could see. Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, if you're a mile above and you can see, it doesn't mean that it's.
Well, yeah, but I know, but I'm
Well,
saying
yeah.
like
You're
we
what,
can
a
walk.
mile, 2 miles? It won't take you long. Take it an hour to get there, so a few miles maybe.
Well, I can just tell them to come to me. I don't know about you guys.
That pup kind of just sticks around, so I imagine he would be fine. You're the one with
Oh,
the
yeah.
small army following you.
Yeah.
Her thing's with her though. The candle.
Yeah, you'll use it in battle.
Yeah,
sticks around.
but what I mean is, it's,
I know.
it's here.
I know.
Okay.
And you'll face it when you go into battle. That's when
Alright.
you actually use it.
All right.
So, what do you guys want to do?
Do you want to do a guerrilla strike on the encroaching forces? Get a view for ourselves.
Yeah. We could take just Goblin Team 6 and go try that.
I'm down. I can fly. I can have Mr. Marbles on the floor.
Sounds good to me.
I can throw somebody.
Oh yeah, we got the battering ram.
So, do you guys want a long rest before you do this?
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Get all your stuff back? Okay.
Even though
I don't
I'm
need it.
already healed up.
Okay, we just fall asleep on
You
the
guys have your
streets of the
spells and
tree.
everything, though?
Mhm.
Have what?
You have all your spells and stuff?
Yeah, I have all my
'Cause
spells.
you could spare the dying, didn't you? Well, it's still active, isn't it?
I don't know how long. It might be gone now.
Oh, whatever.
But
we can
yeah,
just go.
I mean, if I wait, what are we resting or are we going?
Yeah, let's rest.
Alright, long rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
Then
think
you
it-
rest for 8 hours. Do you read any of your books?
No. Instead, what I'm gonna do is try to listen and communicate. See if I can communicate with whatever's going on. I'm gonna take the time.
Communicate with what?
So I'm gonna take the time to like listen, to actually focus on it.
Yeah,
I have
listen
to,
to
like,
the madness.
Listen to the voices. That's what I do.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I want you to. First of all, you don't understand deep speech, right?
Well, I don't know. I have the tongue. You know what I mean? Does that help me?
Oh, you do. Then it is a cacophony of voices and words that you can understand, but it just keeps coming too quickly. Some of it is in an angry rage. Some of it is deep sorrow. Some of it
I wanna
is
take notes.
talking to you.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
I can translate.
All right. I'll tell you what. You spend 4 hours doing this. This is half your downtime. You spend 4 hours writing down these notes, and when you review the notes, it is fucking crazy pants. It is just insane. It's first of all, when you write the notes, you're writing them in deep speech. You don't mean to, but you do. So it looks. It's just
I
a
can't
bunch
read
of
them, but I can
perfect-
understand the language.
That's even better. You wrote it
Jesus.
while you were writing it, and you weren't looking. You just sort of wrote it and like listened,
Mhm.
and it basically. If anyone sees Astrid, what you're seeing is. As she's just writing, what do you pen, blood? Probably just blood. You probably just bit your finger and are writing with blood at this point because this isn't normal.
I mean,
You're not
it
thinking.
started
straight.
with a pen because that's what I intended to do.
Yeah.
I did it out of
You
like
ran
this.
you ran out of ink and you stabbed your own finger
Okay.
and just began to write in blood. So it started as ink, and then you scrawled through paper and you have stopped writing on the paper and you began to write on the
Oh,
walls.
great.
There are equations in there. There are like formulas. There is poetry. There is the screaming last. Desperate calls of the last breaths of a man on dying in a battlefield. There is the infantile, desperate cries of a child in pain. And it's all of this sort of information, this flow of horrific knowledge spewed across this wall. And as you look at it, you can't read it.
Oh
You
boy.
can't read any of it. And you feel a little sick. And the words start to spin.
Mhm.
And because you spent time trying to understand it, and
Mhm.
because you actually concentrated on it instead of pushing it away,
Mhm.
because you're not accustomed to this, I want you to know, because you just made the choice. So you're just going to take it. It's not a lot.
It sounds like a multiple die.
6, 4, that's 10, and 11 psychic damage. As it is kind of hitting your brain just to try to understand this
It's just
like
growing
eldritch
pains.
frequency that's burning in your mind now that you are
Yes,
sort of
growing
interlinked.
pains.
It's just growing.
Uh-huh.
Just growing pains. Just got to get used to this.
Mhm.
I will say that as you do it, you feel your back, your new spine is uncomfortable,
Mhm.
and you feel your face, your like the tingling on your face. And I want you to roll another wisdom saving or a charisma saving throw.
20.
20? Okay. Concentrate and bring it back. You do feel sort of your back is very uncomfortable at the end of the long rest when you finish your 8 hours. Everybody rested. Alex.
Yes.
Alex, you, for the first time in a while, instead of eating chili and gaining your health in other ways, you pass out. And as you sleep, you dream. And as you dream of your mother. And then your dream shifts to the tongue eater. And you shoving your thumbs in his eyes, cutting off his head. You're burnt, you're hurt. And you hear, "Well done." And it seems to, you are in the tongue eater's office. And the window that led out to where the rest of your team was is black. And you're still burnt and hurt. And you turn around, and no one's there. There's an empty room, but the voice is coming from somewhere within it. Tell me.
Whose voice is it? The tongue eater?
No, You've never heard this voice before. It's some strange. You know what? It sounds kind of familiar. You've heard it maybe once or twice before, but you can't quite place it.
Billy May is here.
Tell me. Have you been enjoying my work?
Beetlejuice. Oh, sorry. Carthan.
Carthus.
Carthus.
Do you say Carthan?
Yeah.
It's Carthus, idiot.
So I could talk to my gun now. It's like Knight Rider.
Except I'm way cooler than a car.
Some Ghost Rider.
Now tell me,
It's like a motorcycle.
you done pretty good. You woke me up, at least a little bit. There's still more to go. I need you to kill more people for me, Alex. Do you think you can do that?
Yeah, I think I could manage to do that.
Good. All right. I think there's a war coming. I'd like you to be in that war. And I'd like you to hurt a lot of people for me. And in exchange, well, I'll hurt a lot of people for you.
Well, sounds good to me.
Good. And you, as you look down, you can see the tongue eater.
Mm.
And you just sort of drop his head, and it like shatters, and it shatters into like a million bullets.
Oh,
And you're
cool.
just like, and then you wake up, and as you wake up, you sort of sit up in a trance, and you pull the gun from your holster. You empty out all the bullets,
Oh no.
and you put one in, and you spin the cylinder, right?
Mhm.
And you slam it shut, and I'm going to write down a number. And
What
you
do you-
roll the d6.
Just a D6?
Yep.
Can it be a 20?
It's your
Those
turn.
aren't
Can it
good
be a
odds,
20
buddy.
hole cylinder?
It's your turn to
Oh.
make a very bad decision.
Oh no, I always make good decisions because I know that whatever I roll is gonna be better.
Yeah,
This
this
is
a
D6,
team of
right?
bad
Yes, the dice, yeah. The square, the cube.
I got a 4.
Okay.
You're dead.
Somehow you sleptwalk shot yourself.
2.
Well, I didn't roll a 2. I wrote a 2.
Oh, okay.
You... And you hear, yeah.
Bang.
Do you say it? Like
No. Oh yeah, I guess so.
And, you're good.
Oh good, I'm not dead. That's
And you kind of like, what the fuck? You know, kind of come
What
to your
compelled me
senses.
to do
Bondus
that?
is just.
Monus is passed
I
out.
know.
He's asleep. You kind of look over to him, though.
Oh, are you
Yeah.
awake when this happens? I thought he was in a dream.
trance kind
No,
of.
he woke up. It was sort of like-
Okay. I see.
You know what I mean? And you survived this round.
Very nice.
This round.
Wait, was Wanda's there for that?
No, Monus is passed out. He's
Okay.
asleep.
Oh, he's drunk.
He will see that at one point, though.
Probably.
Every long rest.
I can't have sleepovers.
He'll be the
anymore.
one that finds you.
Oh.
Oh,
Gross.
finally!
Sticks his head into my bags of holding, starts eating all the
So-
cookies.
We are gonna be.
You have cookies in your bag?
I have a lot of cookies.
They're definitely spoiled by now.
They are airtight in the bag
It's
of
not
holding.
airtight. We've
The bag,
established that.
no, because the unicorn meat doesn't rot.
Listen, you
I'm
guys.
pretty sure it rotted.
What are we doing? You're gonna go scout out this.
Let's do a counter strike.
So we're meeting in 3 days in the middle of the forest? Is that what we're
3
doing?
days. That's tomorrow. No, let's
I'm sorry, well,
why
what?
3 days?
Because that was what he was saying. It's like the timing, right?
Mm-mm.
If you wanted to hit them in the heart of the forest,
If we wanted to
it
meet
would
them,
take 3 days. If you want to just hit them right now, you can. If you want to wait until they reach the tree, you can. I'm
Oh,
just
so-
kind of gauging what you guys want to do.
I want to hit him right now. That way we can continue to the mission of the
I guess
prison.
that was my confusion. Is I thought we were
Prison.
talking about travel times,
Oh,
like just in general, it would take them. 5
Nah,
days
I
to
mean,
reach it.
yeah.
let's stay on
technically,
track
it'll
for
probably
that.
take
After
you
this.
That is
while
the
they're
that is the
moving
mission,
much
right?
slower because they
That
are not
was.
just making
Okay.
their way
But-
through.
and then we
they
went
are
to hell.
burning and,
And now we have to go
destroying
back
the
to
forest.
hell.
That's why it's going to take them 3 days. It doesn't take 3
I
days.
don't want to
get
go
through
back to
Alright,
hell.
this
I see
portion
it.
of the forest because you're already halfway in the middle of it.
Don't you want
I
a
got
knife?
you. Okay.
He already
You
resolved
guys,
his story.
you guys
and all.
won't help me get my knife back.
Yeah, we would.
We'll see.
Do we know how many people are approaching?
75.
And amount.
So the goblins don't know how to count, and they go, "Yes, many of."
Let's assume this is next morning in town square.
You can
in the
talk to
tree.
John though and get an actual count.
Yeah,
Wait,
Save
so
it.
town square, like, of the tree, gotcha.
of the tree. What is John's
Talk to John.
What do John's numbers look like, Astrid?
My scouts have been reporting back, Miss Astrid, and
She just opens her mouth and his voice.
unfortunately,
I can do that now.
unfortunately,
She thinks she can do it.
hold on. He goes. Now, unfortunately, what? Did you say something, Miss Astrid?
No.
Oh.
Oh no.
So, what we have is 600 men, 600 soldiers,
From. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's not too many.
15 flamer tanks,
Literal
There.
tanks, for my knowledge.
army tanks that spew fire.
So, like, actual tanks.
Army tanks, yes. Yeah. 15 regular like assault tanks, 60 military ATVs, 10 helicopters,
Toys.
and
Partridge in a pear tree.
two of these larger units they've never seen before. They are in armor, this golden armor, and they carry with them these massive axes. And they've never seen
Massive
these
axes.
kinds of soldiers before. It's new to us.
Captain,
new
I'm dummy
information.
thick.
We are also
Can't hold all this axe.
the general of the Valinor army is there, General Galhard. And we are getting reports that the Avenger is with them.
All of them?
Does the music start playing?
He is.
Isn't he dead?
Alex
We
is
thought so.
happy
He
to
hasn't-
hear that.
We have not seen hide or hair of him in now what?
Isn't he dead?
Yes. Well, we thought he was. He hasn't been to Valinor since, or at least we haven't seen it. But someone, he must be there. He has been watching over the units, protecting them every now and again. My men have been trying to hit them from behind. They've done some damage.
Phrasing.
They've brought down 2 of the tanks. They brought down a few of the ATVs. They haven't touched any of the helicopters, and they've only brought down a few men. The Avenger is mopping them up. They are no match for him. He
This
is
is how it's
assaulting them
happening.
at night, killing pretty much all of them at their camps, and yeah.
We'll take care of him.
Understood. Wish we could do more.
Just keep converting more people.
Absolutely, Miss Astrid. Do you hear that?
No.
Okay. Yes, we'll do our best.
How many goblins do we have? Like, do we have a number?
No.
Many.
Many goblins.
You can't count them. You know, they're all, even when you're like, all right, guys, organized. You know what I mean? They are organized, but they're like, yeah, we're over there. Like, why are you over there? Like, we're gonna sneak up across the trees. I'm just gonna, you know what I mean?
In
This is-
amount.
yeah, and a more amorphous kind of number.
2 questions.
Yes.
Does the mayor influence the army of Valinor?
Yeah.
Yes.
So Arthur is
We
the
can
mayor
call him on
right
his
now,
cell phone.
currently, right?
You can call him.
Can we get him to call off the raid? Can we make an excuse that something's
Give it a
happened?
shot.
911, what's your emergency?
Who wants to call?
I'm really good with
It's me or
charisma.
Can we tell Astrid's a little off? How is she?
Yeah, let me
how
talk
has she
to
been
Arthur.
presenting herself? Like,
How's that?
do we find her in
No,
like the
right.
room with the scrawlings?
Yeah, has anybody found her drawings yet?
Where would you have done it?
Where were you sleeping?
We're in that tall place, like the normal room that I usually go.
Yeah. So if anybody actually went in there, the
I'm sorry.
the main
It's a
leaders.
good stretch.
Yeah.
Nobody probably would have gone up there. Tombstone won't let them in. Your little goblin Tombstone, who guards it.
Tombstone.
He's covered in armor and he has a big axe, and he's just not having it.
Yeah, right now I'm fine.
Oh my
Hello,
goodness.
baby. Big yawn. You want to sleep up there? We'll be
What a
done
shitty
soon.
crybaby.
We'll be
I
done
love
soon.
her.
Thank you. Okay, so I want to use my little crystal and get in touch with Arthur.
Okay.
Hey, dear darling.
So, you call him? Yes, Esther.
A significant portion of Valnar's defense is apparently moving in on our stronghold.
I have noticed that.
Can we run any interference?
I have tried.
Really?
They will not retreat. Apparently, they are under the office that I have taken and the guise that I have assumed has most of the power. There is one person involved with this city that has more power and influence than I. It is apparently this Avenger, one of the champions of Astride, and he is leading these men and women. I don't want to sound sexist.
Guys,
we
gals,
eat
non-binary
them.
pals.
Can
Guys, gals, and non-binary pals.
That's right.
So,
Not gonna fight me evil.
what is he? He's a devil?
Yeah, so you assume. Yeah.
How large of a physical presence can you present yourself as?
Myself, personally,
Yes.
I'm not going out there.
I'm not out where?
Out into. You want me to come and attack those soldiers?
No, I want you to make a false flag in Valnar. Become a giant devil wreaking havoc somewhere in town. Recall the forces.
No. No, I refuse. I will not do that.
Okay.
We have a giant demon, devil.
Demon.
If I'm not mistaken, you have a Oestre, which
doesn't
is
know that.
possibly just the word.
I didn't tell him that.
He saw it, didn't he?
No.
Yes, he did. You brought him to the. Oh, he did
No,
not.
he
Right.
didn't see it.
My apologies. I was metagaming. Go on.
I get a nosebleed.
Eldritch stuff. I have an Eldritch hangover. Sorry. What did you say?
Alright, so you won't help us run.
Alex just left. And I'm sorry, Al. We're doing a lot of roleplay this
No, it's
session.
okay.
I'll get to
Don't
murder
worry.
next
The
time.
camera just can't see me.
So you will not run interference in Valnar.
No, I am working
Okay.
on creating soldiers.
So he's not going to help
Rude.
us.
You just hang up.
I pocket the crystal, I guess.
All right,
Smack
you
it.
didn't
Bye,
hang
Arthur.
up. I'm still listening to your ass.
Bye, Arthur.
You have to.
What do I have to do?
You just,
You
just smack
You have to swipe the side of the crystal.
Okay.
like a phone.
No, you have to swipe the,
The
the side of it.
You're transferring the
The
call.
lid.
You're not. Esther, I can still hear you.
Can you see me?
No, I can't see. It's a call stone, not a seeing stone. Idiot. Learn the. I'm sorry. I still haven't had my coffee. Karen.
Goodbye, Arthur. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Can I hit
We're out of
redial?
the death wish.
He does not let you have his crystal. No, Fletcher. So,
I mean, we can let your barista go in town, but that's...
My barista.
He's not going to do that much.
He's got a little green
Damage.
arch.
I mean, how big is he?
He's large. He's very large.
what are you
comparatively
talking
to-
about? Oh,
He's
the
like-
barista.
The barista.
He's like 2 stories tall.
Do you remember when he kicked the shit out of you?
He wasn't that big, you know? He wasn't,
Drop it down to 13 L.
it wasn't that big of a deal, you know?
Do you think that would work though? Do you think it would bring?
No, that's why I was asking Arthur, because
Oh.
anything we had...
we.
You should call Draxia in the middle of town.
We haven't talked to her in a long time.
Isn't she your mom? You should say hi.
Do you want to say hi? 'Cause that will get their attention.
Does this team really all have mommy issues? Like,
Yes.
Apparently.
She's a fan of when we figure things out ourselves.
But she also likes inviting havoc that follows in her wake.
And I'm here, so
I know this
she'll
name,
come.
right? Draxia?
Draxia?
Yeah.
So you hear it, and you're like, that's not only a demon, that's like one of the highest, most powerful demons there is. She is
like a
essentially a goddess. She's worshipped as a goddess of chaos, bloodshed, destruction. And she's like one of the most dangerous enemies to the devils. Like, if you were on a battlefield and Draxia was on the other side of that battlefield, you don't do that battle. Like, you stop, you run away. Like, that's for you, like in your people.
Ooh.
But
I don't think summoning her would be a very good idea if you want to be on good terms with Arthur.
Arthur didn't want to help us.
You're going to go against his word, break a deal that you made with him.
What deal?
The deal of bringing him up here and helping him. Do you
We are
not
helping
remember?
him.
Helping him by summoning a demon S. That, trust me, like, this is
Well,
not...
the whole body too, not just her ass.
She's just gonna stir some shit up, break a couple buildings, and be on her way.
I-
We've done this before.
You've done this before, but not when you're dealing with devils.
Stillport
Didn't
is a
work
direct.
that well.
I could try like
She's
bombing
gonna
like
come
their
out.
natural
Look at what
gas.
She didn't. She came out, but for a very limited amount of time because she still has to abide by Lucifer's laws.
That was in
and
Stillport, right?
Lucifer will
And look at what happened to Stillport.
Well, we did that.
You did that, but when she
It was
No,
the
the
beginning
mall
of
did
our
that.
work.
if you
though.
guys recall, when she came out, she only appeared for a few moments and then exploded into blood. But what she did when she came, when you guys exited the home after she left, it was.
I'm the only one that saw it.
Chaos.
Oh, it was. Oh no, they saw a bit of it. It was people
Well, the
fighting,
chaos, but they
cars
didn't see
crashing,
her, is what I mean.
electric shit. Oh yeah, they didn't see her.
Why don't you
Only
do
John-
another zombie
John
outbreak?
saw it, and that's why you made such a believer out of it.
You want to just do a zombie outbreak? It's been a while.
So, fun fact: there's a whole lot underneath the town.
Oh, wake
I'm
him
just
up.
remembering.
Wake him up.
Just remembering.
That's a good distraction.
But I don't.
You're willing to sacrifice an entire town that has
Can you
not
call
only
Arthur back?
Arthur.
City.
Massive
city.
that
Arthur.
not,
Then.
that not only has
Yes.
Arthur in it, but people that Arthur has possessing people.
These zombies won't take out. These zombies won't take
Oh
out
my
the city.
god.
Arthur, is it okay if we have a small zombie outbreak?
What?
We need to run interference.
How can you ask him how if the whole army went, or are there still forces?
Are there still defensive forces?
I
in
can
Belmont?
hear her. No. No, the entire army did not go. It was
So
only
they're
a
not
portion.
gonna turn around.
It appears, from what I've been gathering, it appears that the mission that they were sent on was to clear a path to the Lacuna Tree, eradicate any
Let's just kill the
forces there,
Avenger.
and try to turn the Lacuna Tree.
I'll eat them.
Then they were that's their mission. Then they were leading a path for the rest of the Valinor army, which I am now infiltrating currently, but I've not completed it as it's only been like 2 days. And he goes, and their second job is to apparently go and eradicate your castle.
That's not gonna happen.
Well, they're starting with the tree first, and then they're moving to your castle.
Okay.
Now, if you recall, you all took the Lacuna Tree, did you not?
Yes.
Then you know how it works. And you know that all they need to do is get inside of it,
Mm-hmm.
and they can turn it to their advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jewel bag.
The fuck is going on? Noise!
Balls. Brief
So-
balls.
What?
Brief pause.
Brief.
Sure, brief pause. That's fine. We have 20 minutes, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I was.
There's your cannon. I thought you guys were going right into combat, so I was like, boom!
Look at him. He's
Julie
so
found him
stumpy.
at
No,
the.
I didn't. She found him.
Amanda found
I
him.
found your wolf.
Oh yeah, you found the shop.
Where did you find these?
So there is a small hobby shop not too far away called Family Fun Hobbies,
Uh-huh.
and they have tons of D&D minis,
Wow.
tons of stuff, and that's technically a Reaper mini.
Yeah, but he looks really close to it, kind of like.
It's
the
pretty
leech
close
mouth.
with the big
Yeah.
round mouth, all covered in teeth. So now you can at least have like a big, fat, nasty thing.
That's
on the
awesome.
map. And now we'll be able to tell who he is on the map.
And not my little D4.
Not a D4.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, let's keep going. Back.
Oh.
Listen for the clap when you were editing this, asshole. Clap.
There's like 8 series of claps.
So,
Infinite loop of claps.
I say we just kill the Avenger.
I mean, yeah, better. Easier said than done, but
The who what?
I'm assuming he's like leading the charge. Also,
Wait, is this
He's
the one?
the invisible one, right?
He's the one.
he's the
that-
one that
he's been
you,
Ramboing around
That
the
I
forest.
Oh, he
absolutely
can't
destroy
fly or
him.
anything, right? He's the rogue, right?
He's the one that Alex blew up in the basement of the plane, of the
I don't
ship.
know why I'm thinking
He has
that
wings.
guy. Oh.
When you first saw him, he has wings that come out of his back.
Oh.
Yes, he can fly.
Also, getting into the
So
tree,
master.
is there a single stairwell into the tree? There's one entrance at the base, correct?
Yes.
We'll just do what we did before.
Do you think
Then
I
you
could?
need to get to the second level, and that's where the elevators.
Do you think I could drag my castle closer to me, right in front of the tree?
block the entrance of the castle.
So I believe you said that in order to do that, now you have enough days. You can do it. You have enough days.
It's a half
to do
hour,
this.
yeah.
Well, no. What you need to do is good plane shift to a different plane.
Bring it there.
Bring it there. Then plane shift back. Go to exactly where you want it, and then plane shift it back there. That's the workaround. So it's a huge annoying process, but you have enough days to do this.
I thought you could just pull it up wherever you were.
No,
went.
we specifically said I believe you can't do that because then that's ridiculously OP and stupid.
I think that's why I like
He
it
could just
so
walk
much.
in the middle of a town and be like, and it's just like, whoa!
No, we
That's-
talked
that's
about
what I
that
thought.
though. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
we discussed that.
That's what I thought it was.
Surprise disc.
Because
Alright, okay, go on.
we were making plans like that at one point.
Okay.
I don't know. That's what I
Do you?
remember.
Well,
Just do that in the
we were
city.
making plans.
Yeah, we said we won't do that in hell because they'd be very upset if we
Yeah.
brought the castle and
okay.
did this.
Okay. I'll tell you what.
Think about it.
Just
I'll
consider
tell
it.
you what. You seem super excited about it.
We're fortifying the world tree.
Fine.
Yes.
There will be some areas or environments where it will be impossible for you to
Bad
do
game.
so.
Kill-
And if
kills
I
us.
hear you go, how come? I'm gonna throw shit into your face. Sure. But if I say no in a particular area, just fucking listen to me and don't bring the goddamn castle.
I'll do as I please.
Why don't we just bring the dungeon up by putting the castle under it? Why don't you go fuck yourself and get out of my way?
I was totally thinking about doing that.
So, sure. You want to do that? Sure. I'll
Right.
allow it. Sure.
Can I tell you my battle plans?
Yeah,
then?
what's your battle plan?
Let's do that. Let's plan to fight next session. You know what I mean? Since
Okay.
We're Hell's Deep this shit.
Those are all my. Alex had a lot of fun this session. Look at him.
We have 2
I'm
dogs.
sorry, man.
What? Don't apologize.
You didn't do shit.
Hey, stop.
You got drunk with Vondas.
He got drunk with the Vondas and passed out. And
might-
almost killed himself.
It might have been the best so far then.
I mean,
yes.
I'm the one that took up most of it this session. So
I want to raise the dust keep at the base of the
All
lacuna
right.
tree.
So in preparation, Esther goes, wait a minute, and just walks. He goes, you get in an elevator by yourself. He goes around the tree by yourself. It stops at the first floor. You walk, you go down the stairs, a
By
little
yourself.
long journey by yourself, and you make it out the exit. There are 2 goblins standing guard. One of them is sleeping, and the other one is picking his nose and staring at the sky. Do you warn them? They're just goblins.
Yes.
Okay. And you
They're
walk
just
out. You walk out a good number of paces. How do you do this? How do you do this ritual? What's like the flavor of your work?
I imagine it's kind of just like sitting sitting in a, on the ground, like meditating look, and just letting it happen.
Let it
You
happen.
lay on the ground, and after about a half an hour of meditating and probably going home,
Scatting.
this mist, this sort of fog starts to creep in over where you are. It starts to come in from the area around. Jesus, is that a dog choking?
She's okay.
As the mist starts to surround the area, the grass starts to warp a bit. The trees nearby start to warp, and from the ground comes this like rumbling. And out of the earth, out of the dirt, comes bricks. The stone, the gray stone of your keep. And as you kind of raise your arms, it begins to build itself around you to exactly your specifications, exactly how and where you want it. And as it does, you can see parts, this like the top of it begins to just form above you as bricks sort of it come from nowhere, and it's just like building itself from bottom up, and everything that was inside of it transporting at that moment. And before long, the loud rumbling of stone and steel and metal there in front of the Lacuna tree is the Dusk Keep, standing tall and strong, destroying the wilderness around it as it just kind of blows out. And there it stands as sort of a bulwark.
And I want to have, for now, since we're going to be using it, like in Game of Thrones, the tunnel that goes through the wall at the one
Connecting
part.
to the Lacuna tree?
Yeah, go just have from connecting the Lacuna tree to the woods beyond.
So you basically made the kids next door treehouse?
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that your castle in front You made a large archway welcoming them, essentially, into...
Well, because we're going to be going out. But yeah, for now, we can always close it on them.
Oh, I see. I like it. Okay, very cool.
So they would have to go in the dust keep to get into the
They
tree.
would have to destroy the Dusky.
Or walk into it.
Or walk into
To
it.
walk through it.
Yeah. You'll probably get a few of them doing that, but I mean, the only way to truly get into that tree is to destroy the Dustkeep or drill through the tree, or climb it and get through whatever. But yes, that tree's a huge pain in the balls for them. But you were making, or the castle. Now you're making in the castle. There's a tunnel leading to the tree's entrance, though. Is that what you're telling
Yes.
me? Cool. That's what I'm
Yeah.
in my mind.
It's
I
like
love
a
it.
drawbridge almost.
Exactly. Hi ho ho.
All right, and Alex Vondis is noticing this. What's going on?
I have no idea. It looks like Oestre just made his castle.
Where are you
Don't
guys
go
here?
into that castle.
I don't want to. It looks fucking awful.
It is awful.
What's happening? Why is he making a castle?
He's, I guess, setting up a trap, like an ambush for the soldiers that are coming.
What soldiers that are coming?
The
Been
goblins
here for
haven't
weeks.
told you?
No.
There's a small fleet heading our way, seeking to eradicate all of
Small
those that
fleet.
live in the tree.
Well, then we need to get out of here.
No, we're gonna stay and fight
Why?
to win.
All right, I guess.
What happened in the gnome village when the gnomes tried to flee? They all died. But
They didn't try to flee.
We
You
killed
threatened-
them.
You threatened to kill them all if I didn't come with you. So I did.
And then we killed them anyway.
But-
Wait, where are the gnomes? Did something happen to the gnomes?
oh
doesn't know.
yeah, this was before the.
Oh.
Wait a second, I thought we had this conversation before. You know what? Let's start talking about these soldiers and how.
No, let's
dangerous-
start talking about the gnomes. What happened to the gnomes?
I forget
The
what
castle. I brought it
Oh,
up
the-
specifically under the gnomes.
On purpose.
Oh,
Are there
Astrid,
dead gnomes
Astrid
on
definitely
top?
killed the gnomes.
Hey, girl.
Did you have anything to do with this?
No, he poofed his magic
That's a loser's
castle.
Best
Are you
friend.
lying?
No, it's the truth.
Does Vondas believe it though?
He hops off the bar
Oh,
and hops upstairs of the
I feel like Vondas didn't like that.
We didn't see
Vondas
that.
approves
Sometimes the
minus
truth
Vondas
hurts.
will remember
Negative
that.
20
Yeah.
disposition.
Vondas will remember that. Oh yeah.
So will Jewel.
So
Jewel is the little
let's-
white dog.
the two people that didn't get to do anything. You know what?
We wasted our
No.
hammer of justice.
No. We have 10 minutes. The two people that didn't get to do anything.
No, it's alright.
Fletcher,
What?
did you want to go and scout out and see if you can find any people?
You two,
Oh, yeah,
Mr.
sure.
Marbles and
That's
Goblin
fine.
Team 6. Go.
Would you guys like to go and
Let's do it.
scout out? Okay.
Yeah.
Or why don't we just lead a small ambush?
Okay.
A small ambush. Okay, I'll tell you what. So that you guys can sort of test out what you're dealing with.
Mhm.
There is a front kind of unit
Scouts.
that's sort of it's consisting of 2 flame tanks and several men.
What the hell are we gonna do against tanks?
You have a
You
Fletcher.
bend. Do a little shooty.
There are 2 tanks.
The toot the kazoo.
Stop it.
See, look how
What are you
simple that
doing?
was.
Wow, that was
That
much
is-
easier than I
Why would you do that?
Can we
Is
bring the
this
siege beast?
It's already
You
here.
have 2 siege
The
creatures.
Can
barista.
you put
Is your thing considered?
He's a
Oh
siege
wow.
creature.
front middle? Actually, no.
I feel like he's been underpowered this time.
Fire's going.
He's,
Yeah, no.
He
put him
did
in the front
mystify a
middle.
few people.
So
Tanks.
those
Yeah.
are the tanks.
So what we do is we flip them.
No, stop it.
Oh.
This is where the
And then they're
streams are
dead.
pointing.
Yeah.
So, you found that group essentially doing its thing.
Such a weird formation.
It is.
Why is there formation backwards?
Because the tanks are spewing fire out at everything as they drive, and these men are following behind it.
Beautiful.
Also because it's reversed right now, and I set it up in a way that made sense in my brain, but I am over here and you are over there.
You know what makes sense to
I can
me?
also only reach so far.
Start picking them off
Ooh,
from behind.
I like that.
That's why I did it. Aren't I smart?
Yeah. which is a big disadvantage for them.
Jeff, it can see me when I stand up. I
Oh
like
my
this.
god.
Oh my god.
So, stop it.
It's
You
a
have
good
10 minutes.
It's a good shot.
How would you
yeah,
like
look
it?
at my angle.
So good.
You're the one I told you to move up. You're the one who wants to be the
Is that
nose.
just your hand? It's been looking at your computer while you build.
Oh god, I've been looking at Pornhub all night.
no.
Oh
Again?
shit.
All that kitty
See,
porn.
we think he's
No,
joking.
don't.
all that doggy porn.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh,
Okay.
Lord.
So you guys see this formation of people, these two tanks, huge tanks crushing the destroyed trees under them,
So I just
spewing fire at the other trees and creatures and the corruption, and just annihilating it. The people themselves kind of standing guard, and you see at one point like a blighted, like normal sized wolf come running over, boom, 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 and just blow it the fuck apart, and just and like keep going as they're just destroying any of the corrupted creatures that attack them. You can see that one of them, as these soldiers are making their way through, one of them looks like he has a goblin's arm kind of tied around, like a trophy almost,
Son of a
like to
bitch.
prove that he killed. And it looked like it has, it had like a bunch of sort of bands
Sneaks
around its wrist.
tattoo.
No, like it was like it was like one of their little leaders, and he's holding it apparently to bring it back and be like, all right, I killed one of their leaders. You know what I mean? But he has a little goblin's arm.
So we can rip his arms
That's
off
this
and
one.
you could wear it as a trophy.
This
Exactly.
fucking guy.
Alright, no, he's. Yeah.
So, what would you guys like to do, and how would you like to go about this? They're all armed.
We should try to get the
They're all soldiers.
tanks to friendly fire themselves.
Can let them. Can distract them and let them get charged up and then try and aim them at one
That's
another.
what I was thinking.
But we
Might
have
be
to
right.
see how fast it takes for them to.
I'm not really a tank buster though. Maybe that'll be your domain.
Yeah, no.
Uh,
Punch.
All right. First,
punch
where's
them.
your figures, and where are you guys in relation?
Behind
to
them,
this?
I guess. I already made my
Alright, here.
player
Let
69.
me move these up to give you more room.
Stuck in the middle with the.
I can help.
Oh look,
Get
their
some
formation changed.
They're getting smarter.
They're just, you know. You can. So where are you back here?
Drops down the middle.
Behind that guy.
You want to be right behind,
10
like
feet.
back here?
Yeah.
You
Oh
want to
my
be 10
God,
feet
we're the
behind
same
him?
height.
You're gonna have to roll stealth to get up there.
Yeah, I'm gonna stealth get behind him. Oh, almost killed the dog.
I almost did kill the dog. She's like right where.
Were you trying to tabletop Evan?
All right. Roll that
Uh,
stealth, Cannoli Jackson.
Give me a kiss.
9.
Kiss me. Thank you. Thank you.
Ooh, natural 20
Fuck.
plus 10, so that's a 30.
Okay, so he rolled an 11. You have plus 10 to stealth?
My dex is high as
Oh, your
shit.
dex. Okay. So you
My
were
dex.
able to get 10. You want to be 10 feet away?
Mm-hmm.
That's 5 feet away.
All of them?
No. I want to get up behind him and slit his throat.
Oh, okay, so you want it to be physical, so you're 5 feet
Ask
away.
freedom.
So you sneak up to him and you want
Can
to
I take him down and bring him back behind the tree line?
So
And then I eat him.
your stealth was so high, but that was to get to him.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I would have you roll
Kill, like a
sleight of
stealth
hand,
kill?
Yeah, or stealth. Whatever you think is higher, stealth or sleight of hand to give like a kill.
13 plus 10. Well, my stealth is 10, my sleight
Did
of hand
anybody
is
want,
an
did
8.
you want to be in on this, Mav?
No, I'm just looking at how nicely his little mini
You could
works
be in
out.
on it. Anybody? You
Yeah,
guys want to
no.
kill the scouting party?
No, I'm good. It looks great. This is just so
Do you want me to do sleight of hand or stealth? My stealth is higher.
Do stealth.
Alright, then that was a 23.
I'm not gonna risk math.
So you watch. You're kind of standing in like just. You know she's out there in the brush, ready, and you make it to the guy in the back. Grab him and sink the knife up in here so he can't make any noise, and just.
What kind of armor is he wearing?
So they're wearing pretty hardy armor. It's normal soldier shit. It's like ballistic vest with steel on the inside. They have like van braces and stuff on. Some knee pads. Some nice
Would
knee
I be able
pads.
to hitman throw on his costume in the bush?
Okay, so you pull him back, and as the progression moves, and you take him back here, you begin to throw on like the vest. You trade it for your destroyed, fucked up vest, and throw on the like soldier's vest, and throw on some of his colors.
Does he have a helmet or anything?
Yeah, they probably have like
Cool.
full head helmets, so
Good.
you'd have to take off your death
Yeah.
mask. Okay.
Well, I think Winan still has my mask, fixing it up.
Oh, yeah. All right, we can say he does.
Whatever.
So you go ahead and put on like his full face mask, and make it out there. Their colors are kind
I'll
of
put
like
the
brown,
cannon
orange.
in the small on my back and use whatever rifle he was using.
So now you're coming up here. Okay, so I want you to, as you walk up, one of them notices you.
Mhm.
He's like,
Just took a piss.
"What's going on with your shoulder? Straighten that out, man."
I want to straighten that out.
All right, I want you to roll deception. Try to pretend to be this man.
I swear to God, that's
No,
not
it's
a natural
fucking
20.
not.
I swear to
Witness.
God.
Okay, so you are in position. So whenever you want to let this shit rip, decide what you want to do.
This is like
Um,
Beyblade.
How big are these tanks?
Blades.
Like tanks.
Like
They're the size of
so
they're the
they
size
could
of
climb
army
over a
tanks.
tree, no problem.
They are currently destroying the brush in their way, just crushing it. These
Okay.
tanks are made to
Uh-huh.
destroy stuff and wipe out small people in units. Other tanks, these ones don't fire big cannons. They're here to destroy the forest, kill organic creatures. So if they shoot you, it's very bad.
Can
with
I-
their big cannons? But
Can I toss my vial of smoke in front of the
your
tank?
ever smoking bottle.
Yeah,
Where do you want to put it?
Like right up here.
Okay, go ahead and read what it does because it's pretty.
Oh,
fucking
these
great.
an actual thing?
Yeah, I put it in your inventory, didn't I?
You never put stuff in my inventory.
I can get it. 2 seconds. What's it?
I was loving my ho-ho.
I wonder
Off
if that's on
camera.
camera.
Stupid dog.
Ooh.
Stupid dog.
Ew.
She's a good girl.
All right, we'll just what?
Okay.
We don't have to worry about it. You throw it in the middle. So you uncork it, and do you just toss it? All right. When you do, they're like, they notice. Like, the fuck was that?
Was it the
and
smoke?
And as the tanks roll into it, it starts to surround the tanks themselves. They're having a hard time seeing. The other soldiers go, "Oh, what the fuck, mate?" And they turn around. You can see that some of them are beginning to turn and look at Alex. What would you like to do?
Can
I feel like Fletcher would go at this point.
There's my green light.
I got the green light.
This is
Boop, beep, beep, boop, boop, beep, beep.
Alright, so I guess how far away am I technically? Because I'm
You can be.
In the bushes.
Yeah, you want to be like right here. Who do you want to get to?
I would like to. What are these two up front here on either side?
Shotgunners.
Okay, just like regular human people.
Can't
Yeah,
see
they're
you.
all humans and elves.
Okay, can
Half
I?
elves.
How much does the smoke encompass?
So the smoke is. I'm sorry. Excuse me, Talia. The
No.
smoke is blocking the view of these tanks. They cannot see at this point, and they're like, "Rrrr," and it takes them a while to back up.
Okay.
And it's starting to hit these guys. They can't see up here.
Can I
They
speak
can see
tank?
this way.
Okay.
So they might see you,
Take
but like
different
it's
language.
your turn, so you can just. You also have the jump on them right now
Yeah.
because they're looking at Alex.
Can I like try and run around here and like try and swipe in and take this person out and run into the smoke with their corpse?
Sure. Let's say that you started the fight over here then,
Okay.
waiting like that was the plan. Hello. So what are you killing them? Are you
Yeah,
just
no,
like
I wanna try-
tanking them?
I want to just like break their neck and run into the smoke with their corpse.
We'll just pin them against the tank.
Are you trying to do this without anybody noticing, or do you just
Um,
are you doing it fast and hard?
I'm
Crazy.
preferably just want to move fast and
Okay.
like just
Okay. Okay.
I don't care if I have to like
Roll a hit with your weapon.
is that wait that's
You roll a d20,
d20
and then you roll all those dice I gave you.
so it's 18
Yes.
hold on a second.
Shotgunners, right? Yes.
So 18. Oh, I have to do math. Fuck you.
You don't. You just have to roll those and count them.
That's math. Okay, that's 12. 16. 20.
Or you wanted to break
5.
his neck, right?
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry about it. Then.
Oh.
So you run over.
Yeah.
So as they all look at you and you can see the smoke starting, do you like
Start
oh.
to smirk.
So you raise your hands and under the mask kind of trying to like what the fuck are you doing? Stay there. Like they don't know what's going on. But then again, they're in a dangerous area and they're not going to open fire on you because you look like one of
A
them.
zone of danger.
And as you look, one of the shotgunners kind of looks back like, what's going on? Like he got hit by a train. Just a blur of like, and there's like a quick, there's like a sound. And he's take him off.
Yeah.
Give him
no,
to
he's
me?
with me though.
Oh, okay.
He's with
Would you
me.
like to
We're
do-
going over here.
Okay, so you and you snap his neck,
Good.
and you're carrying him with you under your arms. And what would you like to do? With him?
I
Stuff
want
his head in the tube.
That is
I would connect right there.
I want to like swing up onto the tank and see how much of my cram into them.
Well, strength.
I just said the head. She's going for the full
And
body.
add your.
It's 17
Plus four?
4.
All right. So you grab
Ankles
the edge,
deep.
The two most broken characters are now going to.
You take him by his belt.
Yeah, that's
right?
what
and
I
you're
want.
holding him with like his head here, his body there. Just go. And you see
Yep.
like his knee snap and break, and you see the blood start
That's
to
what I
pour
want.
out.
I'll
And
drink some of it.
You hear inside the tank, and you're like, oh, and you feel like you should get away from the barrel.
Yeah, can I get away? But as I like kick off, can I kick it to try and get it to face the other tank?
Strength.
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 It's 18 plus 4.
You, as you, fuck it, we're just having fun, right? As you, boom, and it rips the fire out, destroying the man's body. You see that he would not block that barrel.
Yeah,
it just
that's fine.
eradicates and slams into the other tank as it, and the other tank gets sort of red on the metal, but doesn't seem to be very damaged.
Okay.
They are used to the fire. They're obviously used to that metal is made to protect it. But this
Okay.
tank is now like whoa, and the other tank's like whoa, and it's starting to turn its barrel like what the fuck? The smoke is still surrounding. They still can't see. They just heard you and panicked and fired. However, there are on the tank now that you're
Yeah.
kind of on top of it. There is like a way to get into it if you'd like to do
Good.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll come back to you, Alex.
I want
As
to do
they
that.
hear, you see some of them
I
turn.
have spells for
Like
this.
one of the tanks starts spewing on the other tank, and they're like, "What the fuck?" And the people only like half of them are looking.
I
over
want to
the other
shout
hand.
we're under attack.
Okay, and then do what? That's it.
Smile.
Start rushing towards the front group.
Okay, so we're under attack and start hauling ass. As you do, he's gonna turn around. The main leader, who has a light machine gun, is gonna turn around and just.
Say good day.
Do what?
He's gonna tell me to have a nice day.
He's gonna turn around and open. As the rest of them are starting to like get tricked, he's not. And he goes, fuck it.
I'm gonna use the rad mugger and shoot him 3 times.
All right, he's also gonna shoot you.
16 plus 13,
Lord.
17 plus 13. So all
You take
12 plus
23 piercing damage, halved because you're wearing their armor, which is resistant to piercing.
12, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
as he goes,
I
"Boop, boop, boop, boop," with the light machine gun, and some of it's like ting, 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 as it's ripping into you, and then you.
hit all 3 times.
Oh
So
no.
let's see.
Well, I'm sure he's fine.
Yeah, rad mugger's not that
Can you hand me
strong.
the dead?
Yeah.
So
I need to
4
keep count because this is part of the
4d6
system.
plus 15 times 3.
How much is it?
I'm right.
4d6 plus 15 for 1 shot.
You go ahead and do it.
4d6 plus. Alright, so the first one hits for 30. Are you getting this, cameraman?
Yeah, I guess.
Second one gets 33.
All right. Hey,
Hey,
hey, how do you want him to die after that second one?
I guess just kneecap him and then headshot him.
So as you run over, ting, 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 and you're just like, you can't get like a good shot at him because he's blasting you with this light machine gun. So you ching, 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 and just fire at the knee, and the green sort of blast from the irradiated shotgun blasts his knee out, just off. And he goes, "Ah!" And as he screams, boom, and you just take his head off. When you heard the scream, you knew where to shoot. And it boom, and his whole head is gone.
Oh, nice.
The leader is dead.
This one?
Yep, hand him to me.
Good.
And you have one
That's
more
the
shot to
goblin
take.
one.
Could I leap onto the other tank, or did I already use
Sure.
that
You want to
movement?
just haul it? No,
Yeah.
you're good.
Yeah, tank buddies.
You want to
let's
haul
go.
ass onto the other tank?
Yeah.
Okay. Boop.
And is there like a metal grid?
That's what she's.
Yeah.
She's currently
Go
looking at
for it.
hers like, huh?
I'll wave
Now
to
you
you.
probably don't know how it works. Like you probably don't know.
I
what
just
that
need
is.
strength. That's fine.
That's true. And you know exactly how to get into this.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna pop that open right quick.
Okay, so as you open it, and a guy comes out with a pistol, and just like and starts firing at you. but it's like the pistol's like right here. Like you can abandon
Grab
the gun
it.
and grab it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you gonna do to him?
I guess break his wrist and pull him up if I can.
So it's fine. You as he drops the gun, you grab him by the throat and pull him up. As these tanks are starting to sort of like move and like spew fire, the other soldiers are like dispersing.
Can I toss him under the tread of the other tank?
Sure. You throw him, Fletcher.
I'll cheer.
As you grab this thing and you see, and you're like,
That hypes me.
you get roll
That's
strength with
pretty.
advantage to rip this thing off. That means roll twice and pick the higher. What was that?
20.
Oh, that's a natural 20. Your
20
dice
plus
is fucking stupid.
We got weighted
You're
dice.
welcome.
So as you go, and you watch as Fletcher's, you opened yours and you're like tactically figuring it out. Fletcher goes and rips the
Can I
metal off.
yeet it in behind me to the other
You as one of the soldiers is going boom, boom, and like blasting you.
Yeah, how much damage am I taking?
3, oh, not good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 10. You just take fucking 10. And it's, I mean, I'm assuming you're raging, so it's cut in half. So you, okay.
No, I'm not. There's a reason.
All right, so you're not raging, and you still rip the shit off. You throw it as he's boom, 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 and it hits him as he just goes motherfuck because it's a ton of metal. And you're looking down at another one of the soldiers who takes out a gun and is like climbing out trying to kill you.
Can I just do burning hands down into the hole?
You certainly can. Show me what it does.
It does.
How do you know burning hands? What's your class?
I'm a wizard barbarian.
I didn't know she was a wizard.
it's the unholy covenant.
It's the best.
I love it.
So,
oh my God.
so what are you gonna do?
Meet your
What do I
most
need to
broken
do?
characters.
Oh my
Let me see.
God.
Yeah.
As you hold your fingers, as you hold your hands with thumbs touching and fingers spread,
Yeah.
a thin sheet of flame shoots forth from your outstretched fingertips.
Burning
Each
hands.
creature in a
Taste of your own
15-foot cone. Now
So
you're aiming it
inside
down into the
in
tank,
there.
which is just an oven
Steel
now
box.
that you're making.
This is the reason.
They must make a dexterity saving throw. They're in a box. I think that's null and void. Each creature takes 3d6 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much as on a
That's the
successful one.
square. I know
That's
this
these.
now.
I gave you a shit ton.
Oh.
Go ahead, roll yours.
No,
Roll yours. No, you wanted them.
no. All right.
Clearly they're better than yours, so.
So I rolled
Plus,
this
Evan's
thing.
dice are weighted.
It's true. They all roll 20s.
All right. So I rolled
46
this
is-
one 3 times.
I got ones on all those. Yeah, you roll that 3 times.
4, 2,
2,
and 2.
7, 8. So 8 damage. However, I believe we said before, for fun and for the sake of this, let's
Yeah.
just double it,
Okay.
right? So
Yeah,
8
because we're
times 2 is
holding that
16.
sheet up now.
Okay, so you, as he rises up, he's just in it. He's just in it.
Melts.
As
I
he's-
watched
and the gun welds to his hand, like in
Yeah.
the show that we just watched, and he
Marley and me?
as the what?
Marley and me?
Yes, as he falls back into it, and you hear more screams from inside. You're watching as she rips the top of the tank off, and she goes, "Whoa," and like Kamehameha fires her own fire into the
I don't think I've ever
flame-throwing
seen her
tank.
use magic.
As the men are screaming, yeah, this is
You
probably like
lose respect for her.
A single tear.
she was the
I blow a kiss.
as you go. Now you can still hear like inside there. You need to just get in there and take care of business.
Yeah.
They're not completely dead, but they sure are hurt.
Can I laugh for intimidation as I jump in there?
Sure.
Well, intimidation is
What?
for barbarians, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
What the hell do I roll for that?
Do you-
Is that
what-
Roll a d20 and add your intimidation.
so it's
What level barbarian are you?
9.
That was a.
Because I think level 12 barbarians automatically
Yeah.
get
That's a 19,
intimidation.
buddy.
Oh, is that?
That's a 19.
Oh.
We've been
Get
rolling
better
so-
dice. Your dice suck.
I'm a 12 barbarian.
There's a d20 in here. Use this
You
fucking
know,
thing.
this is my lucky bitch.
So,
My
19.
lucky. No, I rolled a 9.
What does that laugh sound like? Because you're definitely gonna do it.
It sounds like probably metal scraping on glass that's broken somehow.
So you hear
Bones
that.
breaking.
You hear that come from right.
It's not a
I guess
sound.
you just like ha ha and then leap in. These men all have disadvantage. Well, no, because of your intimidation, you get the first attack on them. But let's cut to Alex.
Yes.
Alex, you threw him under the treads. That happened. You go back in and you hear the men shouting.
Can
Like,
I
oh fuck!
pull out a frag grenade and drop it in the tank and close the lid over?
Alex, I love
so you
when we
do
tag team.
so you watch that and you're like, too complicated.
I can't do that.
That shit shut and you jump off it. Now here's the thing: this is a flame tank, right? That they need fuel.
A lot of fuel
There you
inside
go.
of them.
So you're gonna
You'll give me fire.
You're gonna want to go. So you go.
I want to
pretty-
land on that guy.
So you run. You run. This guy's gonna fire at you. 6, 5, 3, 3. That's another 6. So 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18.
Oh God,
18.
I'm under 200 now.
As you just take it to the chest, again, the green sort of like, and it cuts it down, by the way, from 18. It's halved because it's
okay.
you're wearing ballistic armor.
So now I'm still above 200.
Yeah, so you just and jump on him as the tank fucking explodes, accelerating you towards him. And it's
Steaming a little bit.
so much faster as the intense heat licks your back and the metal flies past you.
Can I
What
just
do you
go
want to do
through
to
him?
As you are,
Like turn him in the mist and just go through him.
so you go.
You became a
Is that
projectile.
what you want to do?
Above-
So you go, ooh, and you kind of just duck down, and he goes, my children. As he just basically.
Just arms and legs exist.
And you are baked in gore as you 3-point landing skid on the other side, and like with your shotgun in hand, you are dripping with gore as you just see 2 legs standing up and the arms and like I don't know a
Top of
pelvis
his head.
just like and fall apart.
Despite not seeing that, can I just
Can you
yell
hand
out
me
the
the guy
hash
just
how
like-
cool
handed
that
you
was?
the guy and the tank.
Oh yes, and the tank is gone as well. That's good.
What does the tank? How many people are in the tank? I need to know this.
So the tank's
It's important.
Oh, it is important.
12.
You threw the one down. There are.
There's an APC.
There were 3 more in there.
Okay.
So there's 4 guys total on each of the tanks. You killed the one. You have 3 more in there. You had 3. You blew them all up. These don't count for the 600 though. Each of the tanks are their own units that have their own people.
Yeah.
600 of the loose. So, but for your gun, yes, it fed it.
Yeah.
You hop down. You are in the tank. There are men in there, and they kind of as you see they are burnt. They're like flesh is singed. The one that is dead, you just land on. As you land inside the tank, it's a small enclosed area. You probably have to like be on all fours.
That's fine.
And kind of just as they
That's probably horrifying for them.
They heard the laugh, the fire, the laugh, that, and then like Fletcher with your
Like
sharp
her
teeth.
head's upside down. Like,
Just all hair and teeth. So, what are you doing?
I want to get the closest motherfucker and just see if I can crush him into the other motherfucker that's closest.
All right, just roll strength, I guess, with advantage because they're
you're
all-
22 again.
It's what 8 plus 4,
12.
or do I wait?
Roll again with advantage,
With
which means you
advantage.
take the higher one.
That's 3, so 12, I guess.
Okay, so 12. So you take the one as he kind of pulls the gun like crispy, and you just boom, and you slam him into the other one. And they had about 4 health left. So when you crush him into the other one, the one behind
He turns
him,
to dust.
the one behind him goes nah, and he falls into a piece of metal that kind of jams into him, like snaps his back from the force of you pushing him. But the one that you actually pushed is like, bang, 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 and he starts shooting, and it's just going like into your stomach.
Yeah, I know what I want to do with him. It's fine.
So you take 5 damage.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay, no, you're right. You don't care. So as you and firing, the other guy's like, and he's reaching for his rifle as they're just in agonizing pain.
Okay. Can I frenzy now?
You would like to? Okay.
Yeah.
So you rage
Yeah.
as you slam him, and then
I want to bite into like his throat and there's one other guy, right?
Yes.
I want to use him as a shield as I try and rush and crush into the other guy.
Okay, so you bite into the throat of the one who's shooting you. While he's shooting you,
that's
you
fine.
just your eyes intense, almost like a ring of red inside of them, and the veins kind of pulsing in your eyes as you are raging.
I want to look him in the eyes.
And as you and turn the body, going with you, the force of your head moving his entire body, as the guy grabs his rifle and you just and crawl across like through the tank with the man's body. He goes bah, 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 as the
Like a dog
flash,
with a toy.
the muzzle flares light up the inside of this smoking tank. You crawl over the molded or the roasted corpse. And you just and you get to him. What do you want to do to him? You're just gonna do it. So what do you want to do to him? I'm just gonna.
I just want to make a nice person sandwich against this tank side.
So you just want to like crush his head and his like body.
Yeah.
Okay, so you,
On the backside of the tank, you can see loose screws and a small mist of blood.
through one of the
Vents,
seams.
yeah.
Through one of the seams. as you hear.
Just kind of banging around.
The tank's rocking back and forth.
Yes, it sounds like a tiger got loose in the tank and they're shooting it and it won't die, and that's what's happening in that tank. It's awful. The tank is still in operation.
Yeah.
It still works.
Drive it back to the base.
Oh, yeah.
Alex, two men turn to you and start firing normal machine guns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 damage down to 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was a 4, not a 6. So 4, 4, 12. 13, 14, down to 7. As they just
You're getting good at math, Evan.
I'm getting good at it. As like as you're ting 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 ting, and the green sort of veins are like pulsing in your body as they're just shooting you, and you just don't seem to give a fuck.
Nice. I forgot to be healing myself this whole time, but
Doesn't matter.
I'm gonna shotgun blast them too. I guess I'll go 1, 2 in the first one, 1 in the second one.
Okay, he'll probably die.
Yeah. So that was a 13 plus 13. A 15. Does a 15 hit?
Yes, just
Okay.
hits the common soldiers. They have an AC of 15.
And then that one hits.
You
That's a
literally
6 plus
cannot miss
13.
that.
No, I don't think I can.
No, you
And-
can't. At this
and
point,
maybe
you
in
can't.
that one.
Maybe.
So all 3 hits. So damage.
Maybe.
So yeah, damage for the first shot. Just tell me what the first shot's damage.
30.
Okay, you kill him. You boom as he just goes flying back. Green smoke kind of coming from the gooey wound as he and goes flying back about 5 feet and hits the dirt. As the shell flies out with sort of the green smoke. You line up to the other guy as he's popping shots at you. The bullets are flying. How much does that bullet do? Or how much does that?
28.
You kill him too as you as it and rips through his neck and his chest as it just and sprays blood as he's firing off into the sky and falls to his death. You have these 3 behind you. Fletcher, you have one more attack. What would you like to do?
I think this one's only a plus 10, so a plus 15, because what's that, 10, 20 feet in between us?
Yeah, that's not. It's within
So-
10 feet, I think.
So let
then
me-
you get the plus damage for shot.
This one does a 21 damage.
Wait, are you shooting him?
Yeah.
That's a shotgunner
Oh.
who was previously hit by a metal thing, so he's wounded.
He's
if I'm
got a
not
grate
mistaken.
sticking out of his stomach.
So he got like a broken collarbone, and he raises his shotgun with
His
one
arm.
hand, and as you finish off the shot, you just raise your shotgun with one hand as he and you get the shot off first, and it's definitely enough to kill him. Does his head come off? Does his arm come off? What do you do to him?
Well, I guess just headshot.
So as he
Just bottom teeth.
Just he falls with the green smoke coming off as he falls. Fletcher, there are 2 men left. Alex,
Drive the tank.
do you want to
What
drive the tank, or do
direction
you just
is-
want to come out like a monster?
No, what direction does the tank go? Is it going straight still?
It's going that way, but at this
Alright.
point, it's tried to kind of turn around. I
Slam
mean,
it
the
in
barrel
reverse.
can just turn.
I don't need that. I want to crawl out of the tank. And I want to yell, to Alex, "You have a tank!" as I crawl out and hop off.
So you hear this as she crawls out of the smoke the tank.
Can I leap backwards and try to like jump onto this one and like?
Sure. What are you
Hit
doing
them?
to him? Do you want to jump with your club and do a good smoosh, or do you want to get him with your fucking teeth? in
No,
your head?
I want to just get on him and see if I can crush his head on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll strength with advantage because
It's 19 plus 4.
Never mind, just go with that. So
yeah, I don't
you-
think I'm gonna do better.
so you hear. What do you say to him?
I want to yell, Alex, and then you have a tank.
We got 2 tanks
Out of
now.
the smoke, just this.
With a smoke trail.
Yeah, oh yeah, covered in blood, mouth covered in blood, blood dripping from her hands, and she just, and the guy goes, "Ah!" like an action movie with the
Wilhelm
predator
scream.
alien. "Ah!" As he
Wilhelm
the bullet's ripping into your flesh, but you don't care because
No,
you
I
take
don't.
half damage from it because
Yeah.
you're raging. So you just, and you land on him, and you just land, bring him down, and kind of slide with him across the forest floor, and just as you're snapping his bones and crushing his skull. And at first you're like, your hand's here above the ground, and
Yeah.
then by the time you're done the slide, it's about here above the ground, and the rest of that's just there.
Goo.
It's nice and just all over rocks and tree stumps, and he just click, 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 click. And he's dead as fuck. Thank you, yes, I'll take that. And so there's one guy left. As you land and you kind of stand up and he... Alright, I'll go as prisoner.
I want to beckon him over.
Yeah, absolutely, whatever you need. Whatever you need. Nope, don't need that. No, I'll go as
What
prisoner.
is he?
Wyden's brother.
He's a human. He looks terrified.
He's a human?
Separated in the Civil War.
Look, you know, I can I can carry a message for you. I can be a messenger. You want a message? Huh? Right? You want to tell him how tough you are?
Talk to her.
Oh, God. So he's looking up at you because you're about 9 feet. Are you standing?
Yeah,
Or
I'll
are you still on
stand
the
there.
ground? All right,
No.
so you're standing. He's about here to you. Just as
Well,
you're covered
as-
in blood and just...
As he's making this offer,
Hi,
I want to
boy.
like shimmy down and like to get to his height. That's my elbow. Yeah.
Oh, watch your head, you big
So
doll.
because you're moving, and
Yes.
he keeps looking at you because he knows that you're the reason.
Doesn't matter what I say.
I'm not gonna stop her. What? What do you need?
Oh, take his arm.
Now, I want you to roll dexterity.
Okay. That's
I got a 13.
That's fine. You probably get before. It's a 4.
Okay, Alex, pay attention to this part. He goes, what, whatever you need, I've got whatever. And he takes out a gun, and now that you're like level with him, he puts the gun right here, pulls the fucking trigger, as it goes boom! And Fletcher just kind of leans back, and her head kind of turns to you, and you see the bullet spinning in the flesh, but it stopped at the bone, as it, and like there's smoke. Now he doesn't notice that you're not dead yet, because you're just. How do you want to come back to him? As
I
he's,
wanna. Can I come back and
Sing the Oscar Mayer theme.
I want to come back and I just want to clap my hands on the side of his head.
So you turn and you look like ha ha ha, isn't that cute?
He
And
made
you
the
pull
wrong
back and
decision.
just- as you see, he's like, yeah, and he's gonna start turning to like cap you in the head, and he sees, and it's like you know when you have like something beautiful that you care a lot about, and it breaks.
Yeah.
That's like the face that he has right now. Like if you took my Xbox and smashed it on the ground, just
Well, his face is about to break, so it better
and
be.
and in that moment of you,
Are you a DM?
in that moment your hands come as this camera's on his face in horror, as it's just a slow motion, and it just explodes in your hands. The metal helmet crushes under the weight of your
Soda can.
berserk hands, with your clawed fingers just encasing it, as it just spews, and you just sort of let him fall.
Yeah, I'll let him fall.
As he flumps, the blood showering all over you, the bullet, and
I'll
falls
catch
to
it.
the ground. You catch it?
Yeah,
Make a necklace out of it.
I'll catch it. Yeah,
So you catch it.
I'll tuck it into the lingerie top.
Okay. Into your
Just
into
get
one
in
of
there.
the boob holders.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
We gotta take that green guy's hand back, his arm,
I'll pick it up.
for taking the goblin's arm.
I'll put that
What is
on. I'll put that on
He
the
was-
thigh strap.
He had a goblin's arm as a trophy on his belt, so I wanted to take his arm.
That's messed up.
And do you bring the tank back to the tree?
Yeah, I'll take one. Do you know how to drive a tank?
I can go stop it
She
for
just
you.
lifts it up.
Yeah, really.
I'll go slow
And
it down so
we'll-
you can get in.
We'll drive the 2 tanks.
So you
Because it just started going away.
One
one's
tank's
destroyed.
gone.
Yes.
You
Oh,
blew
yeah,
it up.
heading to the
Yeah.
truck.
They're
How did I
very
miss that one?
from the inside, incredibly combustible.
Sort of when I get into combat, just everything goes white.
You're like, all right, let me grab the other. It's just there's metal and black like
Fire.
smear. Oh yeah, so much fire in this area.
Okay,
Uh,
so we'll take the 1 tank.
And you drive the tank back. You standing
I'll
on
ride on
top, proud.
Mhm.
And as you ride back,
I'm gonna ride on top of it now.
okay, you want to go all the way back with
I'll
him?
swing a bit. Yeah.
I might
I'll just.
AI control Fletcher
That's
for the
fine.
next session. if
You know
that's
how she works.
I do.
Just make
So
it
you
gory as
and
fuck.
you guys drive back victorious as Esther finishes. Oh no, you had already made it. So as you guys drive, you reach right to the front of the dust keep, and you pipe
Fighting
the
a
tank,
ghost.
Always.
prepared and ready for when they come at you.
Right on, team.
So, well done, guys. I think now we'll stop there. Now that we got some combat
You
out,
got it out.
right?
You
Got
got
the
it out.
juices
Yeah.
flowing.
I needed it as well. And you can tick. I'm gonna tick off some of these people.
And we leveled again.
You do not level it. Please do not do
We are
that.
now level 47.
Stop it. There are now 11 flame tanks. And 1, 2, 3.
And now we have one on our
7.
side.
I don't think I
Pick up
forgot
the
to
small
add the
miracles.
last
I
guy.
was waiting for when you
On
would be
the
dead,
miracle.
just start singing. Oh, I wish I was an Oscar my week.
543 people left because her soldiers have been killing some.
What do we have to kill?
Thanks for watching.
600 people?
No.
That was how many came, and now you have
They have to
543 loose soldiers. You have 11 flame tanks now. You have 14 regular tanks and 50 ATVs.
Enemies? Or on our side?
Enemies.